Welcome to the GRG podcast, the place for all your gaming news, plus hot topics of the week. Also, remember to follow us on Twitter at KMega4.
Welcome to the GRG podcast. What's up? What's happening, everybody? What's going on? It's light tonight. Very light tonight. You know what I'm saying? I forgot Viper was not going to be able to come. And then, of course, for our brother, Dark Optimus, he will be on a long hiatus or he will not return for the mere reason. There's two reasons. One reason is because... One reason is because... He got him a job. He got that job that he was looking for. And so that will mess up with his schedule, things like that. We'll see if he gets, reacclimated on his schedule or things like that. That's, complete congratulations to the brother because, he was down and out about it there for a minute. So very happy for him.
Can I tell the truth? Can I tell the truth? Why Derek ain't here?
And then there's the truth. Okay, go ahead. Please explain. Sorry, man.
Then California Ponies finally whooped his ass for going to the other side. Okay, I'm done.
Oh man, yeah, he did. I know, ladies and gentlemen, we was waiting to see it live, but we did not see our main man. So he did sign the contract. He signed the Xbox contract, and I think he just didn't want the
attention.
The attention brought over while he was now officially an Xbox guy. You know what I'm saying? And his PlayStation becomes his side piece. So it is all good though. But but shout out to our brother Dark, and Viper is out there doing Viper things. We are not going to ask questions when he comes back next week. I forgot that he did say that he was not going to be here. So he had serious doctor things to do. I don't know what the hell that meant, but we'll just take it for whatever it was. All right.
Serious wipe.
Why he said he didn't say he had to do the wiper business, but he said he had serious doctor things to do. So I will let that be what it is.
Man said, I gotta clean up.
I got to clean up. So yeah, so what that means for me is that I will have to go out here, I love having guests. I just hate asking people. So I just hate asking people, hey man, you want to come on GRG? You want to come on here? Yeah, I just hate it. But we're gonna do it until if we have another fill in, or we just kind of keep it like it is, and then just because like I said, like Dark told me, he could always come back. It's just according to what his situation and his job situation is much more important than real life is way more important than this stuff. So.
Don will sneak up in here.
Oh yeah, I know Don will sneak up in here. We'll get guests. It's just me not just being lazy and not asking people. But I will definitely start doing that. Start having people come on. And besides that, it's fun and it keeps me a little bit more structured. Unless it's a guest that's been on here before that I know I can wild out with. But since I got you Ham Hocks on here,
Ham Hock. What?
I got me a little cup. I got a little cup of that good. Ooh, get me ready for this tech in here a little bit later.
Oh Lord.
So you know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's about to be messy. Hey, but let's get to the panel. It's the worst of the panel, but we'll have to allow it. Let's go on to it. The man who is hiding his face because I'm sure that shag on his head looks like dead rats has been sucking on it. You know what I'm saying? So, Ham Solo, what's going on with you, brother?
I can't even say you're wrong. Like, I'm so smoked right now. I'm tired, bro. I've been playing so much Palworld, and also I'd be doing quite a bit of podcasting. I don't know. Next week I might take a break. I don't know.
If you have to, you have to.
From it all. I don't know. I might. I really might.
Yeah.
Because I need to catch up on sleep because of Palworld. I'm not even kidding.
Bro, I know the feeling. I did 36 hours in 2.5 days because I have not got a chance to play it since Monday night. Because my mom had a situation and I had to stay with her for a night or so, and then came back, and then I was taking care of other business, and then I was like, okay, before Tekken drops, I'm finna go ahead and play. I'm gonna go ahead and play some Palworld, and it just got busy, and then like I was saying on bullsitting, my daughter came through. And then she didn't want to leave it till like 2:30 in the morning, so it was kind of wild. So I feel you on the Palworld. It just takes you.
I have rank number 1 of all of the people I know on Xbox in time played in Palworld right now. At 2 days and 17 hours and 27 minutes. So I've passed you in time already. I've passed the mighty Still Rain out here. I see him. He's right under me. He's 4 hours below me in time spent. But this is a fucking real deal.
Bro, is it not?
And I'm having a legit problem. Because you guys already know, or at least Sir X-Man and K Megan knows. Like, I'm an art guy. So when I seen this game, I already knew it was gonna be I seen this game and I was like, yo, you guys, like I said this day one before it was a big thing on people's timelines and stuff like that. The first 10 minutes I played this game, I clipped it and put it on Twitter, and I also put it on my TikTok page. I said, this is Arc Light with Pokemon. This is Arc Light with Pokemon. Before it was popular from everybody else that said, oh yeah, this is just like Arc. This is just... And I'm like, y'all motherfuckers ain't never played Arc. Stop it. Like, like most of these people out here talking about Ark they ain't played that shit. They don't know what that life is like. This shit is Arc Light for real. And it can be as frustrating as Ark because I've already had my entire base burned down.
Who burned it down? Who burned it
Oh
down?
man, I got raided.
I get raided
And
quite a bit
these
too.
suckers over here was blowing fire all over my goddamn base. I had my whole base was built out of wood.
See,
So yeah. So I got raided a couple more times since then, but my buildings are made out of stone now. So it don't happen. But part of my roof is made of wood. So like my roof was burning and stuff like that, and it's okay. I replace that no problem. But I'm telling you, bro, that initial time where I made everything, I felt like the man. And I went over to my other base, which is really just further down the beach from the base that I have. It's almost damn near connected to the main base.
Oh, okay.
And I was over there and my main base got raided and I look up the beach and I see my house on fire, dog. I'm like, no. I run over there and I'm like, oh, it ain't no big deal. I already killed the guy. This shouldn't be a big deal. Bro, that fire spreaded from a couple like blocks to the whole fucking house, my entire floor, all of my workbenches, everything burned to the ground. And I'm just standing in the middle of my base overweight because I picked up a few stuff and I can't move. And I'm just in the middle of it, just
stuck.
You ever see that? I believe it's like Pirates of the Caribbean or something like that, where the dude's like walking on his ship and it's just getting just demolished. And he's just like walking a straight line and like you can see cannons going through the ship and the ship is just cooked.
Oh yeah, I know that scene. Yeah, I remember that scene. Yes, sir.
That's how I felt in the middle of my base. Just all my pals are freaking out.
Wow.
and like the game broke for a second because they were like just glitching on the ground like real hard, like just glitching into the ground and not doing anything and not making any sense. All of them became hungry out of nowhere.
They stressed. They're stressed. Yeah.
All of them. Yeah, just everybody was freaked out and I'm just sitting in my base and I'm just sitting in the middle of where my base once was. And I'm like, I wanted to cry. It was 2 a.m. It was 2 a.m. And bro, I stayed up until like 10 or 11 the next day putting my base back together. Damn. It was terrible. Wow. So I've missed a ton of sleep. Yeah.
Oh, no,
I needed my base back. I couldn't turn off the game after that happened.
Oh no, I feel you on that. I feel and base building is, regardless of how simple it is to make, it is very complex because you know, first for one, you want to pick your first location is pretty much you're desperate, you put it wherever. But that second and maybe even third, it's all about placement. And then of course, you've learned from the mistakes and for what you did from the first base, and then you implement it to your second base, and then when you go to your third base, you're like, I'm golden. But yeah, no, I did not know. And see, this is one of the things for my base that, okay, so when you first start the game and you wake up on the beach and then you're kind of like in that little cave area, and then before you step out and you meet the person that kind of tells you something that's got their own little camp in the very beginning of the game.
I messed up in the very beginning of the game when I first played it, and I never met that person.
Oh,
because I killed them off the rip.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. But
I took a pickaxe and I just murdered them. And it said I committed, and it said in the game it says you committed a crime.
Oh my god!
And I was like, because I had to test the limits in the game. I was like, what's the people on people like? And I killed one person, and I captured 2 other people in PAL canisters or whatever, the PAL jars or whatever. I felt disgusting. When I captured 2 people, I was just like, man.
Wow.
I felt like I was promoting the wrong thing.
Oh yeah, I got like 4 people. I did. And then I tried
to skeletons are coming up.
Bro, I caught 4 people. And I caught 4 people, and I tried to put them to work. I was like, forget it.
Yeah, they don't do nothing.
They don't do that. They kind of just walk around and wander, and it looks kind of crazy because their eyes is red, and so they just are zoned. They look like they on that shit,
bro.
It is pretty inhumane, but I'm like, I'm gonna get you if you attack me, and if I can get your ass, I'm gonna put you in this ball. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let's be cool. I ain't tripping, but bro, I'm gonna put you in this damn ball.
And you never came back the same.
You ain't ever coming back, bro. You gone. I'm just gonna sell you to the black market, dude. If it comes down to it, if you ain't worthy, I know it's because
you are foul for that.
Because what I caught,
you selling people. Yo,
no, I haven't sold them yet. I got 4 of them, but if they're done, they toast, they cooked. I can't just let them go. You know what I'm saying? Because they belong to me now, so I might as well sell them to the black market, dude.
Oh my God.
Everyone in the chat, GRG today is the official Palworld edition. I'm just letting you know now.
I know, Sir X-Man didn't even he did his introduction yet, so I'm my bad. But yeah,
nah, I don't need no introduction. We cool today, man.
No. We're gonna get your introduction, but yeah, no, but yeah, we'll definitely get back because we're gonna talk about Palworld here a little bit later. But yeah, no,
I got my first achievement in Palworld too, man.
What is it? Turn it on?
One about. No, I said catching my first animal, but I'm like, I knew I caught 2 more before that. So why the other day? So why that achievement popping up late like that? But I do remember it is a preview. But I try to play on PC because I like that 140 something points I get every day. And the rewards from playing it on PC. I'm loving that, dude.
Yeah.
That's
I'm digging it. But yeah, no, let's go ahead. But yeah, me and Ham was going to turn this into the Palworld episode of GRG. You're right. And so
hey, anybody that play Palworld, tell them, come on in and have some fun.
I'm going to play tonight. I'm going to get me some more Tekken in before I jump on the Palworld, but I'm going to play me some Palworld tonight.
Yeah, you better not put that Palworld in first, so you won't be thinking about Tekken.
Oh no, bro, you're tripping. Tekken is first, and Tekken, and it doesn't matter. Tekken Palworld will be on the shelf until I'm done with what I'm going to do with Tekken. Then I'm going to jump out Palworld later on tonight. So. But Sir X-Man, what's going on with you, brother? Man, I heard that you was under the weather. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I know you had if anybody missed the My Thoughts video yesterday that I had with Sir X-Man and Predator.
That was fun.
And you had Sir X-Man having a man crush over our boy Predator because this was the first time that he's seen him.
God,
if you want to see that,
that's wild.
If you want to see that nastiness, you go right ahead. I have never heard a man call another man handsome that many times in one episode of a podcast.
I did not say that.
Yo,
my God, you just like these people that gossip. One level, then it goes to another level. The next thing you know, you killed your mama or something. I mean, you just like them people, K-Maker.
Just Yogi and them just watch yesterday's My Thoughts video and record the clip and then just post it out there so we can get to cooking. But Sir X-Man, how you doing?
This man gargling.
Anyway, we know that Predator is your man crush. But you said you were a little bit under. We said you told us that you was under the weather because you was out there doing that late night hype with some woman out there in Chicago that you paid for. Hopefully you feel better. What's going on with you, brother?
Oh, come
Dude.
on, man. Damn, you cooked him.
Dude, I haven't been to Detroit. What are you talking about?
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
Nah, I'm cool. Just trying to get over this slight cold and play a little game when I can. That's about it.
Better.
That's how.
Instead of doing, hey man, before you pay, you know what I'm saying? No tests, no taste samples before you pay, Sir X Man. You know what I'm saying? That's the lesson to learn.
If it smells like fish, it ain't your dish. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh shit.
Oh my God. All right, man.
You started that, bro. You started it. It's your fault.
Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to it. Yeah, people's if you're new, please, yes, we are damn fools here. Man, hit that subscribe button on the quest. You know what I'm saying? Try to make that 5,000. We will definitely do it. We're very, very close. Also, we're just gonna have a fun night. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be light, but it's gonna be fun as hell. So as usual, and because it's gonna be extra fun, is because I got this good juice right here. I'm finna sip on a little bit.
Hey, since we ain't got dark here today, can we throw some Sony fodder out here today?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, that's our very first topic. Is that we're gonna talk about PlayStation. Now, I'm not gonna throw no fodder, not yet, anyway. But
can I say Sony beggars at least?
Oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Whatever you want.
You can say whatever you want.
I know my boy Ham got something. I know he got some stuff.
I ain't got nothing.
After what Loke pulled today? Oh yeah, you got some stuff.
Well, see, what Loke did was just stupid. I don't even feel like that's like even a thing. Like,
oh damn!
Like what Loke was talking about, he was tripping and trolling. Loke
he was being Loke. He was being Loke.
Yes, he was being Loke.
Loke. Even K Mega walked in the door when he came on your show a little bit later and said, you ain't playing that with me today, Loke. You ain't doing that to me. You gonna stop the fodder right now. I was like, damn, K Mega came on the show slinging.
He was already getting started. I wasn't having that. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this. There's been this rumor that's been coming out here for a while, and it was a couple of weeks ago. I talked about it briefly. Matter of fact, I posted it on Twitter. I'm gonna have to probably get off of Twitter because I'm shadow banned, and so I'm gonna go.
What?
Yeah, I've been shadow banned for the last 2 weeks, so I'm, you know what I'm saying. So I just got to stop posting stuff. So I'm gonna have to just stop for about 7 days and then get that stuff taken care of. I don't know
what's
why.
shadow banned.
Well, I guess somebody complains about something about whatever I posted, which I don't really post like cringy shit or nothing like that. But whatever. But it was something that I posted, and I guess it just gave you some kind of shadow ban or whatever. So I'm just gonna have to not throw anything out after tonight, and then just kind of just wait until next week, and then when I drop back, and so it could drop off. But anyway, some people say 3 days. It takes 3 days to drop the shadow ban. Other people say 7. So I'm just gonna just say forget it. Just do it for 7 days. But anyway, Until Dawn is looked to come to is likely to come to PlayStation 5 and PC. Plus, there's more rumors that say Sony will add more older PS4 games to PC, and I will go ahead and I will read more of that as well later. But I'm gonna go ahead and go to you on this one first, Sir X-Man, since you wanted to go ahead and throw some slander. Do you see?
Might as well.
Yeah. Do you see Until Dawn coming on to PC and also doing this? I mean, it does make sense because they're going to have a television show dropping here pretty soon. But
that explains a lot.
Yes, it does. And does this also mean, for which goes that connects with the theories and rumors that they will be adding more PS4 games onto PC? Do you believe that as well? Your thoughts?
No, it's not a bad thing, but I think they should go back even further than that. I'm sorry, it's not a bad thing, but at least they're going back further than like 2 years. But they should add more. Make a Ratchet and Clank trilogy. On both consoles. that you still got in the wild on your PS4. That'll make money. Bring them to PC. A God of War trilogy to PC. You'll make money on that. You know, the original 1, 2, and 3. Bring them over there. Bring a Ratchet and Clank trilogy. 1, 2, and 3. Bring them over there to PC. Make more money. They're not hard to swing over. You know, and situations like that. Bring those trilogies to PS4 and PS5 because you still got tons of PS4 in the wild you can make money on. Like I say, you always keep forgetting about your last gen, but your last gen is still your biggest amount of consoles. Hence, you're not making enough money. You know, until, you know, that game is fine, and I kind of wanted to play it when it came out at the time also. Shit. It's Viper. I kind of wanted to play it at the time
sucker
too.
Came in here and he, oh my god!
Yeah, did he mess up your camera again?
That's my favorite part of the show. Let's go.
Oh man, what is this man doing? Continue. Go ahead, Sir X Man.
To work before that doctor had you drain some blood somewhere. But
dang, this man.
But no, I mean you're thinking about the PS5 only again. You know, and I know you're bringing it to PC also, and you'll probably do some type of remastered version. Of course you will. Well, this is a remastered version. But go back to your old legacy that you own. If you have any developers left that you shrunk or got rid of the studio.
Oh my God, come on, you man. Know? You're so messy right now, man. You're so messy right now.
You know? But it's the truth. You know? I mean, those old classics. Look at the Tomb Raider. I had to bring it up. Look at the Tomb Raider trilogy. It's coming out. It's only $30. Sony, why are you afraid to offer a game for like $30 to $40? You just got to keep hitting 70. You think that's going to make you more money? Look at Palworld. I bring that up again. It's $30, and it's making a killing. There's a lot of games that are making more money with a lower price point than $70 right now. So you've got to change it. This is a good direction, but how fast are you going to be to catch up to what the industry is starting to do? All right, pass it on.
All right. Ham, your thoughts. I know as you're very, very pleased about my cameras being jacked up and yours is no longer jacked up.
He ain't got no camera on.
No. I'm talking about when show-wise, because he used to go through this pain and he no longer goes through it. It's close. He's trying to get me closer to move to where he's at, and you know what I'm saying. And it constantly is screaming. Maybe K-Mega needs to, because people just like to.
A lot of people have moved over there. They're either using Skype or they're using what's that? The other one. I forgot that name.
The one that Ham is using, yeah. So anyway, but go ahead. Yeah, Ham, your thoughts about this? I mean, because like I said, this has been speculated for a while, but then there's been more smoke to this, and talking about a lot of their older games like Infamous Second Son, and the DLC, plus a lot of other older PlayStation 4 games coming over to PC, and now since this looks like this is definitely going to be a thing coming to PlayStation 5 and also to PC. I don't know. Do you believe that this rumor is true? And your thoughts about PlayStation finally bringing this game over to PC?
Let's see. So I don't really have too much of a problem with the remasters and stuff that they're doing. I mean, at least, you know, it's not The Last of Us again, you know, but like, or something like just something along the lines of that. But all in all, like, yeah, I don't really mind that they're doing another game to be remastered. It's just kind of like, damn, like, what's new though? You know, like I got the PS5 and I'm excited for new games, but it seems like remasters are more popular over there than anything else, even sequels. So it's a little frustrating as a consumer and as a person that's played the prior titles that he wanted to. I could definitely see that the excitement isn't really popping because it's just like, oh, we've seen this before. Oh, we've seen this before. Oh, we've seen this before with a lot of their selection. And in my opinion, they're not. I mean, I could be wrong, but in my opinion, I don't feel like they're remastering the most like sought after games that they own the IPs to. So that kind of stinks as well. But I mean, as you were saying, we're starting to hear rumors about other ones as well, like Infamous and stuff like that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but it is kind of like it's a little like sour because it's just like you think about what's going on with a lot of like you think about what's going on with the Xbox. There's not a whole lot of remakes or remasters and stuff like that are being done, but you could also argue that Xbox doesn't have as much that they need to remaster, or better yet, they've supported a lot of the games to go on to the next console and then add stuff like FPS boost to it or make the um or make the resolution better to the games. So I don't know. I feel like Xbox is a little bit more better prepared in the sense of keeping the old stuff still alive, where Sony almost seems like they're going out of their way and working super hard to. I don't. I don't know. I care to almost ask like what's the super benefit behind doing all of these rematch? Like, are you getting hand over fist for the last of us and stuff like that? And like,
I
aren't
don't
you
think
kind of
so.
curious?
No,
Aren't
yeah,
you kind of curious of that? Because
yeah, I am.
because it makes you wonder. Like, I see that you're going through all this trouble, and it really seems like I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I'm not sure if it's paying off. But at the same time, their new direction, which some people love, some people hate, is making video games that also coincide with a movie or a TV show. So in that sense, I get it. But in the sense of, do we need this, and is this really like sought after? Like, I just don't really see it.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you on that. I think this is more of a situation to just fill the gap um, while they're waiting until the games that they've been working on that are newer drop. I mean that's the only thing that I could see. I mean, there is no way in hell. Well, that I don't know. That could be something that that's just me. This is me speculating, but you would think that they would even be a little bit hesitant on wanting to put so many remasters out if they had other games to show. But I don't know. Sony has been, like I said, this is why I've kind of fallen off of the PlayStation bandwagon. You know, going, you know what I'm saying? Because this is just not what I'm used to seeing from PlayStation. And maybe this has always been PlayStation. And what I love PlayStation for was for the content that was third party that was looked at to be as first party. Maybe that's the thing. I mean, there's no question I do love quite a few PlayStation first party games. But with some of the classics that they haven't even come close to sniffing to bring that. And out of the games, and I'm going to go to Viper. Viper, are you here? Okay, well, he's muted. So
yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. All right, there you go.
I just had to get off of mute.
He's
okay.
wipe.
Yeah, I know, right? He's a wiper. Anyway, so Let me read this. Okay, so now take this with a grain of salt here. Now, you know what I'm saying? This is in these deep channels and blah, 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 and these little underground little places. But this is somebody who says that they're from Nixus. I don't know if that's true or not. Whatever. But so far from what they said, though, is that this is a Nixus employee. I know some of the Sony PlayStation games are coming to PlayStation this year. I mean, PC this year. The Last of Us Part 2, God of War Ragnarok, Demon's Souls, Ghost of Tsushima, Gran Turismo 7, all slated for this year. Also got information, got input that games that games that were on the PlayStation 4 will be ported. Spider-Man 2 will come in early 2025. Sony is also discussing porting earlier games like Infamous Second Son, Until Dawn, etc. This was about almost a month ago when this came out. I held it because I was like, if I see this pop up, then I'm going to be looking. And so I'm going to bring this back up. So, well, not so much a month ago. This has been about like 2-3 weeks ago when I first seen this. So, I'm just going through this. And so Until Dawn was on one of the games on this list. These other games, I don't know, but it would make perfect sense because, I mean, nobody haven't seen Demon's Souls, and Demon's Souls is on here. And then another thing too is why some of these people that are going through here, the one thing that they're asking is, where's Bloodborne? And why not have Bloodborne in this list? But I don't know. But for you, Viper, hearing this and then hearing the rumor that Until Dawn is one of the games that's going to be coming on PlayStation 5 and also on PC, is this a good look for Sony? And why now?
Do we not forget what was said by Jim Ryan? The whole slate. The entire slate, which means, yes, they are going to bring over the classics that you saw on PS3, PS4. You're going to see stuff from PS5. So I don't know why people are so surprised by this. I mean, the person that's taken over for Jim Ryan, they're basically following the same thing that he's doing. I mean, maybe not on a grand scale, but they're still doing that. So I don't see why anybody would be surprised, because I mean, they did say they're going to put more of their games on PC, on mobile. Basically, they're following Microsoft's strategy. The people that are in first place are following third place, as they would say. So, okay, that's basically it. We knew that Sony stole from other companies before. Why not steal this? And that's what they're doing. They're basically saying, hey, we see that there's a winning strategy from this other company. We're going to take that same strategy and we're going to bring out our old games. We might remaster them and charge $70 for them as well. So that's all I got to say on the matter, because it's very obvious what was going on from the beginning. They were not making the money that they were supposed to make, and AAA gaming is getting way too expensive. So what other thing can you do? All right, we got Nixus. We can remaster some stuff that we had on PS4. If they bring over like the entire PS3 library, I guarantee you they'll make a killing.
That'd be hot. That would be hot.
They would make a killing, because people have been asking for the backwards compatibility for PS3 titles. But if Nixus can go in, get those titles that were on PS3 and start porting them over to PC and PS5, Sony will make a killing. And yeah, you'll be able to say that, hey, okay, now we've got some money. Now we can put that towards the AAA gaming space.
Their problem is they got to get somebody to recode because they use the cell processor over there. That's their biggest problem for PS3 games.
That's why they have Nixes.
Right, and also they need to make those games modern. They need to make those controls more modern for the PC because if you want to do those PlayStation 3 games, which I think that would be a fantastic idea from PlayStation, in my opinion, but those games from back when you're going back to, because if you ever tried to play a game that's from 2006, 2007, 2008 on PC, it's crazy, right? Like, because people wasn't using controllers to that degree, and so like if you go and try to play a game, like let's say I just picked up a PC game, I picked up Sonic 2, right? Well, it don't have controller input. It's all mouse and keyboard. So that's what the thing, and I know that's what Nixus is for, but you would also have to put that in consideration because people will want to play those games on PC with a controller, not so much with a mouse and keyboard. So but the strategy is sound.
That was the problem. Yeah, that was the problem I was having with my original Tomb Raiders on PC. It's like it's a pain in the ass, dude. Right. Even the Rainbow Six series on PC is still a pain in the ass because you can't really configure them to work right. So
So that's
and that would be the fix. Yeah.
But wait a minute. Here's the thing, though. I mean, look how many games that have been ported over from a console to using PC mouse and keyboard. I mean, is it that difficult?
I don't know if it's that difficult. It's just that if you're gonna, you just can't port a PC game. I mean, a PlayStation 3 game that was made in 2006 or 2007, and then just not have it to where it doesn't have all the capabilities of keyboard, controller, accessible. It just got to have that. Like in today, and if you, especially these games have never been on PC before, these games would definitely need to have that as well, because you're going to have people that, even though I know that majority of the PlayStation PC fans use keyboard and mouse, there's just certain games that if you try to play with a keyboard and mouse instead of a controller, it's just ass. So
yeah, because I had to go get a USB PlayStation style controller to play some of those games.
Right. So you have to have that compatibility, and especially you got to be compatible with a 360, with the Xbox One controller, as well as a PlayStation 5 DualShock. So if they are looking to do remasters going that far back to the PlayStation 3, I'm all for it. I don't like the fact that they're going to double charge for people who's bought those games beforehand, but it is what it is. PlayStation has got the strategy that they feel that is good for them, and then if the PlayStation community don't trip out about it, then who am I to judge them for it, right? So I don't know.
Come on, K-Mega.
What?
K-Mega, come on.
What?
Are you surprised?
I'm trying to be reasonable. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be reasonable.
I mean, you're trying to be reasonable, but this is a company that's all about the money. They're broke, and they need to make some money. So
I didn't say it today. He did. See, I was being nice.
They are recharging for the same stuff that they made before. I mean, come on. How many remasters have they had within the past 3 years? How many?
The big question y'all got to ask is it going to be too little too late by the time Sony implements their plan? With Xbox coming out hot with so many things within the next 2 years, is it going to be too little too late? If all you're pumping out is remasters and nothing new within the next 2 years, and Microsoft is making new IPs, there's going to be a problem. That's all I'm going to say on that.
I totally agree on that part, because, I mean, let me see what remasters Microsoft has done recently since 2020. They've done
not really much and nothing.
They've done
except for the Gears series.
No, not yet. They haven't done that yet.
They haven't done that yet.
But Quake 1, Quake 2,
Quake 1, Quake 2.
The Master Chief Collection.
That's old.
I said the last
he's talking about from 2020.
Okay. Thank you.
So
okay.
You have Quake 1, Quake 2. You also have the Skyrim Anniversary Edition. What else did they do?
They did the Age of Empires 2.
Age of Empires 2 and 4.
Mm-hmm. Well,
But
4
that
was the new one.
Well, that
2,
was an actual
2 was a
port.
remaster. No.
Okay, but those are actual ports from PC because it's never been on console.
But that's also a remaster though. For the second one is a remaster. The fourth is a port. Yeah. So
Okay.
Yeah, but they made them to use controllers.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So
but 4 is the latest.
And then in addition to that, they did the GoldenEye stuff.
They did GoldenEye. Yeah.
Let me see. Anything else?
Ooh, not that I can think of. I mean, I know that they did the one game that Phil Spencer likes, Voodoo Vince, but I think that was last gen. So so that didn't count.
I would have to say the Killer Instinct update, maybe.
Or
updates don't count.
Yeah, that's not a remaster. That's an update. Yeah, so that wouldn't count.
So honestly, they really didn't do anything that was recent in terms of games that they just released. They didn't do a remaster of recent games. They've done remasters of old stuff.
Yeah, the only one that might be coming is the Phoenix Collection. That's about it. The Marcus Phoenix Collection.
Yeah, they never announced it yet, but I mean, I would hope they do it. But like I said, they haven't announced it. And just remember as well, Gears 1, 2, 3, and Judgment, they were what? 360?
We don't talk about Judgment, okay?
Yeah.
No, I understand, but
I would still bring it though. I would still have it in the collection. You know, it's still a game that tells and that goes into the story, despite if you like it or not. You know what I mean?
I love the multiplayer in there. I love the multiplayer in Judgment and the horde mode, but I just didn't like the story.
Right.
But basically, what that means is that it was a 360. Those are 360 games, and they're bringing that into a collection. So once again, anything recent that they are remastering and trying to resell it for ungodly amounts of money? No, not like Sony
That can come out cheaper. Yeah, their remasters come out lower than the average price. They come out to about $50, $40, maybe $60, depending upon the game. When Microsoft does it,
but
they don't charge $70 for a remaster.
Or sometimes it's a free update, or completely free, like GoldenEye was completely free through Rare Replay if you already had Rare Replay.
Right.
So, I mean, which company is actually doing the remasters correctly and bringing back the old stuff correctly versus the other?
Well, okay, so now I'm going to have to push back. Now I don't want to sound like Lope, but I will have to push back because I mean we're looking at gameplay, right? We're looking at if you can see my gameplay right here, just the Ratchet and Clank, right? That actually that I'm playing on my HHD. I was over there trying to clown.
You're a jerk.
I
know you know he did, right? You always gotta rub that in.
Just you know what I'm saying. I
gotta.
I mean, it looks like it's playing fine. It looks like it's playing fine to me on the HHD, but I mean, listen, it's neither here nor there. Anyway, but I will say this about what PlayStation do with their remasters. They kick ass with their remasters. I mean, there's no question about it. In the sense of if they go back to something like a Ratchet and Clank. Now it's hit or miss. It's not all the time because of the Last of Us stuff. They look good, but they're not like something that you like, holy shit. But when they do bring out something that's older or something from that situation, like this Ratchet and Clank, then you be like, okay, it's worthy. Of course, Xbox.
But was Ratchet and Clank a remaster? It was not.
This was supposed to be a remaster, from my understanding. This one version that came out on PC. I could be wrong.
Rift Apart.
I thought it was.
Is a remaster?
I thought it was.
It's not a
port. Rift Apart's original. It's not. It's not.
Oh, it's not. It's not. Oh, that somebody told me that it was a remaster.
So
I was wrong.
It was just redone to work on the PC.
Okay. So maybe when they told me that they redone it, then maybe I took it the wrong way. So maybe that's my fault. But again, this is still getting played off of a HDHD. Just letting y'all know. Look at how they coming through the shit.
Enough of that.
It looks so pretty. And I have to say it, Spider-Man even looks better on the PC than it did on the PS4.
Bro, everything on PC, if you got the right rig, looks better and plays better than on the PlayStation. Trust me. But anyway, I do need to read the super chat, you know what I'm saying, from our boy Angel Azel7. Yes, I will definitely have to get you on, brother. Just like with the Husky Hokage. Yes, I got it right. I got it right. Thank you.
You finally did.
I finally did. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to have to get people on Pixel. I got to get you on Cozy. We got to bring you back on, lady. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have to start bringing people back on to the show, man. So definitely look out. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully y'all have the time to come on and grace us. We'll be definitely, Yobi, you're definitely going to have to come back. You know what I'm saying? Get the reunion popping, man. Have you back on GRG. But my man Angel said, y'all are awesome. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. And then he also said underneath that he said that, which is unfortunate, that our boy, hold on, let me go back to that just to make sure, because I know what he said, but I just want to read it properly. He said Noof Nukem is leaving podcasting. So again. So, you know,
yeah.
This is what
I'm going to. You don't say that stuff.
Right.
He asked me to be on this show Tuesday.
And that's
this final show.
And this is a lesson to anybody that wants to get into podcasting or want to get into this type of stuff. Just stick it out. If you're going to get out, get out. You know, there was something that my boy B Shadows did way too much with getting out, getting it back in, getting back out, getting back in. It gets to a point to where even your fan base will look at you suspect when you bring it up, because I understand, I get why Noof would do it, because he wants to get to a certain level, but that's not how this game works. Yes, there are some people that could just get in and just rake. But for the hundreds of thousands of content creators that's out there, if not millions, there's so many content creators out there, it's going to take the effort and the work to do it. And you're not going, in the way that YouTube is structured, you can't just do it by just doing a video once a week without any other type of content dropping. You're not going to grow like that. It's just not how the system is different than what it used to be. So
there's more shows out there now. Well, it's ridiculous.
I mean, GRG was like the GRG and Crossfire was the only shows in town at one point on Friday nights, other than like there were smaller podcasts that I'm sure that there was dropping on Friday nights, but I'm saying for what was known in this sector when I first started. And now look at it. Like, I mean, I'm battling with 7 or 8 different podcasts around the same time frame within the 7 to 11 o'clock hour. And it's just what it is. And even though like the numbers might be reflected in a different way and it doesn't look the way it's supposed to be. And sometimes it gets frustrating when you sit there and you know that you got a great show and the show doesn't do what you think that it should. That still isn't the reason why you came in here to do this. So I would advise my brother Noof, reconsider, tighten your belt up, take the lumps, grind out, do some other stuff on top of what you're doing and make it happen. It's not going to be overnight success. It's not going to get there. It's just not. So, I mean, that's why
his show is great.
structure. So
his show is great, man.
Yeah, it's a good show.
His show is great.
Yeah, it's a good show.
It just got to find its stride. That's all.
And it will. But you know what I'm saying. But even if you have to move to a different day or time, but it usually when you know these type of things conflict with people's schedules. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't get paid like that on there until they get to a certain point of success. Then when everybody can eat, and everybody can eat, right? But you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, you know, it's a situation where, you know, people are, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm fortunate and other people are fortunate for when you come in onto these podcasts and you take the time out of your day to do this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You treat these people with respect. You know what I'm saying? If they have some ideas or thoughts or something like that, you consider that. But I would advise Noof to sit there and to if he's going to bow out, be done for real. Don't do that to your fan base. That's not right for them, because regardless of it, it does put an emotional toll on them as well. Because if they follow you and come to check out your show every week, and you take that away from them, that bothers them. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just keep doing that only because you want a certain type of success right now. You have to grind it out. That's the only way for you to get where you need to be. There's podcasters that I've seen that has been in the game for damn near 20 years, and now they're just now starting to take off. So if you're really dedicated to wanting to do this, you have to have the love, for one, and two, you have to have the dedication. You can't just go in and out like that. So anyway, but thank you, Henosis. Appreciate it. Oh, go ahead.
But the thing is that, I mean, I like Noof, and
I love Noof. Yeah,
you know, what he originally did was right after Dealer, and Dealer hasn't been showing back up on Tuesdays. So I'm trying to figure out, okay, why did he take over Dealer's spot and then make that
new schedule doesn't allow him to do that. His work schedule doesn't allow him to do that.
Okay, so then.
Oh, so he moved into a Dealer. He moved into Dealer's time slot.
No, he still keeps his time slot, but his job situation doesn't allow him to be there in that slot because of his time.
What about weekends?
Right.
Noof does stuff on weekends.
See, and that's another thing. See, that's the thing too. Like, listen, if you're gonna, but see, that's another situation, right? I know this as a person who would work 70 hours a week and still do GRG. And then I would start doing Fight Night Sundays and doing other shit. Like, it does take a toll. I mean, Ham can tell you right now, he sit there and, you may have a lot of free time if you're not working a regular 9 to 5, but if you're putting in the work like Ham is, or like beforehand, 108 Dragons, and before that it was Lady Infamous, that shit it's draining. Because remember, I used to do about the same type of amount of podcasts that Ham was doing. And then I realized, bro, I can't keep doing it. This shit, there's a different level of drainage that, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm always about giving people breaks. I know that it'll hurt my channel, but I don't give a fuck about my channel. I care about my people that comes on this podcast for me more than that. And they need that break and they need that time. So when the holidays come, hey man, I may take a week or two off. I might, on Christmas, I take a month off. I take a month every time. And yeah, if I don't put out content, that hurts the channel, but I care more about these people and about having them to enjoy their time to do what they want to do than to just constantly help out what I'm doing on my channel. And Noof has to realize that if you got things to do on the weekends that hasn't to pertain to your 9 to 5, then you need to get your ass up and start grinding on doing some more content. Because you're not going to get where you think you need to be by just doing one podcast or two things a week. It just don't work that way. There's too many podcasters out there that grinds, that do shit every day. Sometimes multiple times a day. That's all. This type of business, you can't sleep. So you either do it for the love. If you're doing it trying to make a check, then your ass can't sleep. This is your second job or your first job. It's just that simple.
That's why Boom is just grown. He keeps a schedule. He keeps a schedule,
and he does shit every day.
And he's retired, so
he's working on it.
Right. Yeah. So and then of course it's also the part that I hate the most if you're trying to
during the research, the setup.
No, not the research and stuff like that. It's the ass kissing or the networking aspect of it. I don't kiss nobody's ass. I've been in this game longer than most that has more successful podcasts or just about the same amount. I'm not kissing nobody's ass. I don't have no problem with being in your party chat, talking to you, gaming together, having a good time, but I'm not being in there kissing ass. I know people that's come in there and get there, and then they get helped, and then they get that kick up, that leg up, and then it is what it is. I'm not doing it. I'm too prideful. I got way too much dignity for myself to not. You know what I'm saying? Networking is different. I'll work with any and everybody.
No, I feel that 100%, K-Megan.
But I'm not kissing no ass.
I feel like I've almost stagnated myself a little bit because of that reason. Exactly. Like, I'll be on your show, but I'm not gonna be over here begging to be over there, or hitting you up every other week to be like, oh, you got some space to let me on your show and stuff like that. Like, I do enough on my own. I'm already with with K Mega's crusty ass twice a week. I don't need to like kiss any ass because I put myself in a spot where I'm pretty comfortable and happy with what's going on. Could I grow a lot more? Absolutely. If I were to kiss ass to some of these people and beg to be on their show and hit up, I mean there's nothing wrong if that's how you want to grow, that's how you want to grow. But in particularly for me, it's just like I don't want you to feel like or I like I want the responsibility of me growing or getting big to be all on me. I don't want it to be just somebody feeling like that they raised me or something like that. Like the closest person that's been like helpful in that sort of sense, I'd give it to two people. I'd give it to UK Megan and in 108.
Yeah.
You two have like always been like, yo, like the door is open. And but the thing is a lot of people say that, but they don't mean that shit.
Right.
A lot of people say, oh, the door is open. Come on over anytime. Come on into the podcast. You're good to be here. And it's just like, well, then why do I have to hit you up to actually get on? That doesn't make any sense. I shouldn't have to hit you up to get on.
Right.
I mean, I understand if it's StreamYard and stuff like that, because then you do have to have a link. So you do need to ask. But it's just like, when you are you know when you're wanted and you know when you're needed. And I'm not finna keep asking the same motherfuckers, yo, let me in, just for them to say, maybe next time, maybe next week. I dealt with that a little bit early on when I only had a couple hundred subscribers, and I was just like, you know what? That type of, putting me off to the side or to the back burner, that shit made me be like, fuck y'all, I'm doing it myself.
And that's what you gotta do.
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, like, look, when I left BGST, I left the multiplayer first, and then I left BGST, regardless of whatever that next gen says, which is whatever. There was people that were trying to make this assumption that, well, next gen made you. I was already doing content. I was already doing my own thing. It was what I was doing that got the attention of Crap and next gen and them and B Shadows and other people. It had nothing to do with that. So nobody didn't make me. You know what I'm saying? There was people that like Z's platform helped me. There's no question. But nobody didn't coach me in the sense of, well, this is what you, if there was anybody, well, I'll take that back. There was people that, it wasn't Z that coached me. It was B Shadows that sit there and gave me the green light. There was Anchorman V that gave me a green light. When me and Fame 2K started around the same time. Me and Fame was working together and talking with other people. That was before the Iron Lords became what they were. Like, those brothers there, when they were doing the stuff, they would talk to you and do things, but it wasn't a thing of where it was it was all a mutual respect and a love, because we knew that it wasn't, especially as Black content creators, we had to take different directions. You know what I'm saying? Other than white content creators. It's not, and it's just the reality of it, right? Like, it's not me trying to throw the race card or anything like that. It's just that Black content creators has to do just different shit if you want to try to go a different angle. And so to me, it's when I look at the people that, and you can count, and for people who's followed me from the very beginning, you know how many podcasts I've been on before these people blew up. And then all of a sudden, you don't even see me on their podcast anymore. And then if I've asked them, hey, can you come on to GRG, or you did that, and then these people I don't fuck with you no more. It doesn't mean I don't like you or I don't appreciate what you do or don't respect your work. I just ain't no ass kisser. I'm not going to ask you to come through on GRG. If I ask you once or twice and you say, yeah, I got you, and then you change up on me at the last minute, or if you always got some excuse and then I see you on another rival podcast around the same time frame, ain't nothing else to be said. You've already told me how you work. So it's not, that's the thing, is that you have to have thick skin doing this, but you also have to be realistic into yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen for K-Mega to sit there and to get to 20, 30, 40, 50,000 subscribers by sitting there just doing GRG and doing Fight Night. I got to do more. So that's why I said, look, let's just see what this engagement thing is really about. I want to really actually see what it's about. I really do. I've never done it. I've never really sit there and put a lot of content out during the week. And I got the time to do it. For the most part, you know, bearing with my mom's situation. But other than that, like, I do have the time. So let's see it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I love doing it. So let's go ahead and just see what's happening. So yeah, Noof, my point to you, brother, you know what I'm saying? Love you to death. Don't give up because you're not hitting the numbers. It doesn't matter if you get into Dealer's time slot at that same time when Dealer's, it is a whole different animal. Dealer has did the work, did the due diligence. He's got the team behind him that's doing this. Dealer knows what he's doing, right? And Dealer will come back when he's probably just had a burnout moment or real life shit. So, and then the thing of it is that let's say that if you said he's doing it after Dealer show, but let's just say that he wanted to move up into that time slot. And what if Dealer comes back? It's the same thing that happened with Crossfire. When Mooch was having all that crazy shit when them stands was, and that's the one reason why I just don't, I understand why Mooch, it became a PlayStation first podcast now, but
Centric podcast.
Yeah, centric podcast. But why I still look at that sideways because of what they did to him to make him want to stop his podcast in the first place, because they harassed him. They called his job. They tried to get this man fired. They harassed his family, his wife. And so he left. And so I took that time slot and I asked Mooch, was it okay? And you know what the mutual respect is, and why I always will love Mooch and have respect for Mooch, is because Mooch sit there and asked me when he was coming back, he said, Meg, I know you're doing GRG, but could I get that time slot back again? Brother, if you can't, that's fine. I'll move around. But I have to come to you, give you the same respect that you gave me. And I said, you know what? Crossfire, that was their time slot. That's when I moved back to 8. That's when I moved to 8 o'clock. That's the type of mutual respect that I can dig. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't come to you and try to treat you with that type of respect. And they don't have to. But to me, if there is no respect or no honor, because a lot of people pick off of stuff that you do and they use that and implement that into their podcast. You don't think I ain't noticed how many people has been using and putting their podcast to go live on Twitter X? I was one of the first, baby. So you know what I'm saying? Let's not get this shit twisted. Let's not get this shit twisted. I see it.
So many podcasts now crossing over with other people's slots, and those people had them slots forever. You know what I'm saying? Just too many out there now, man. It's ridiculous. People trying to steal other people's thunders.
It is, and also what I'm saying? Another thing too is like, you know, Four Guys with Quarters. They were the first ones that I ever seen do the gameplay stuff. Then Xbot 448 was the second person to do it, and then change it up the way that he did with Next Podcast. And as a branch off of that podcast, I was like, this is the way to do it. And even though when I first started doing GRG, there was people that was like, man, no, we don't need to do the gameplay shit. No, let's just do it this way where you just seen icons and you just talk shit and just keep it moving. No, I wanted a presentation. I wanted the things to look healthy. You know what I'm saying? Even when the conversation may seem boring, that people look at the game content, and especially that also proves that shows people that I talk about games, but I also play them. So, and now you look and you see this everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Four Guys with Quarters. Shout out to Xbox 448. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of changed the game and help evolve. And even though those brothers don't get the accolades that they deserve. But anyway, that's not a topic, but I thought that was a great point, and I just wanted to show some love to my boy Noof Nukem, and hopefully he would take that advice if he listens.
Don't give up the dream, Noof. Don't give up the dream.
Don't give it up, brother. You know what I'm saying? I need Cletus. I need my brother Cletus to stay around. JT Gamer, he said, hey, K-Mega, what should I buy at the Jumpstart sale on Nintendo? I don't know. Any guys got any ideas? I would say if you care about Pokemon, they got the Pokemon game on sale. Ironic, is it not? But
oh, wow.
They got a great list of games. So but that was the first game that I seen was the Pokemon game. But there was I think it was the the Kingdoms game, Emblems game, whatever that game is called. I think that was on sale as well.
Fire Emblem.
Yeah, Fire Emblem, that was on sale. I would definitely recommend that game. I got that game. I don't have the latest one, but I have the one before that.
I miss Foxy Deals so much.
Yeah,
Man, I miss Foxy Deals.
We need
much.
Foxy Deal. We need Foxy Deals to come up there. So you know what I'm saying. So I need to bring
You got
Foxy
super
on
chat,
sometime
bro.
so I can do that. So anyway, let me read to my brother. Oh shit, I hit the wrong button. I'm hitting something else. Let me read this from my brother. Angel Azil, appreciate. He says thanks and much respect, K Mega. I gotta eventually pick up Tekken 8, but these 2 months are packed. I should make more reviews, but it's not about fame, money for me. No, listen, I get it. I'm very outgoing, but I'm an introvert. Like I am a person that likes to kind of sit in my own lane. I'm an only child. I've gotten used to being in my own little box. And, you know, if you've seen and talked to me in person or, you know, in a public setting, you might not you think that I'm nowhere near as outgoing as Lemon. Lemon is Lemon, right? 108 is one of Brooklyn. But I'm outgoing as well. I'll talk and associate, party, do whatever. But I am a person that's kind of a sit in the pocket, you know, chill out, just want to play my games in my own little pace, do my own thing by myself and just keep it moving. Doing this type of stuff, and I've been doing this for a while, but I'm starting to slowly understand, you know what? Some people like to see you do stuff. Like, you know, I got to go back and I got to play Immortals of Avium. And I never went back to it. I promised that I was going to finish that game, streaming it. So I'm going to come back to do that. But, you know, people do sit back and watch. It's not hundreds of thousands of people or hundreds of people. But to have people that sit there and watch your content, it means the world to me. It doesn't matter if it's one person or if it's
100%.
Yeah, and that because you're watching me, you're watching my old country ass doing this, and you could be doing something completely something else. You could be giving your time to somebody else. So I am definitely, and I'm pretty sure anybody out there, that's the thing that you should look. Nobody should ever forget that no matter how you start or where you come from or how big you get, you always give the listener and the person that sits there and watch your work the respect that they deserve, because they are taking their time out their day to watch, as Ham says, my crusty ass, or his crusty ass, or Sir or X-Man's old dusty ass, or Viper's I don't know, wiping ass, whatever the case may be.
Hey, damn. Stop it.
So anyway, so that's what I'm saying, man. Like, but thank you, Angel. I'm going to definitely, like I said, we're going to have to get you on, man, so you can go ahead and get your chops. And that's what I'm here for, man. That's what I'm here for. For people who may be a little bit nervous, haven't got started, didn't know if they could do this or whatever. Hey, you can come up here, do a couple of episodes, man, get through it. And then you might want to just do your own thing, do your own podcast. You know what I'm saying? Now, we'll have to classify you of jumping on the K-Mega teat, but it's okay. It tastes sweet.
You don't have to take that bullshit.
Yeah! I love it. Okay, I know. Let's get back to what we're talking about. All right, man. Let's get to the good stuff. Did anybody else have to say anything about the PlayStation stuff? We're just going to move on.
No.
Okay. Look, that being
said, I got one thing to say about K-Mega. There's sometimes K-Mega just takes things to a level that's just totally ridiculous.
The sauce tells me
it's just to say totally ridiculous.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about the good stuff, man. All right, so first part, of course, we're going to talk about the layoffs, but the first thing is talking about Xbox shuts down the physical game division. Is this the end of the physical game era, and will other publishers move in this same direction? Viper, your thoughts, man. I know there's a lot of people that's been bitching about this, but do you think that this situation right here is, like I said, it's inevitable? You know what I'm saying? It will happen, and there's nothing that can stop it. What do you think?
Well, you just said it right there.
Okay.
I mean, it's inevitable. There's no way that we can stop this. If companies want to do this, then that's what they're going to do. The only thing that we can do is go on to eBay, go into these trade shows, go into these mom and pop stores, and start getting these old school consoles and old school cartridges and CDs that we had before and play those systems. Now, of course, we can modify some of these systems so that they can actually work because remember, the old PlayStations, they've got that battery in there that will
Pause.
stop
What kind of
working after a
battery?
while.
What kind of
The
battery?
CMOS battery.
I'll just give you this.
Basically, that battery is going to go out, and so you're going to need to find a replacement battery so that you can keep those up and running. Old Nintendo platforms, you could modify those so that it can work on modern TVs with the HDMI kits or DisplayPort kits. You can do that. The thing is that right now we are these companies do not want to continue wasting money on physical things. I mean, look at how they got rid of um, the manual out of the games. They stopped giving us the manual. They just gave us the disc. Then they stopped putting the entire game on the disc and only gave us a portion of it. You have to download the rest of it. So it's inevitable. It's going to straight digital. Now, on the PC side, since that's always digital, I mean, it used to be CD and DVD for a while, but then it went all went all digital. And there's ways that you can get those games and keep those games without the companies taking it away from you. But on console, you're kind of stuck. So at this point, people just need to just relax, cool out. If you want to go to PC, go to PC. I understand it's not quickly plug and play, but you just have to learn how to become computer literate and know how to do some of the things that you need to do to get that PC running the right way that you want it to run. Yes, there's going to be some times that it's going to shut down on you, it's going to crash, but if you're PC literate or computer literate, I'll say, you'll understand what's going on and you can fix that problem yourself. Like,
Hey, Viper, the console's shut down and crashed too now. Come on.
well, but can you go in and fix your console the way you can fix
Nope.
it? Exactly my point. That's the whole thing. Is if you want to make sure that you're in control, move over to PC. Your console, you're not in control. It's just strictly plug and play. And if they shut down servers, you have no access to anything anymore. Look at the stuff that happened between Sony and what was it? Discovery. They're saying that, oh, you bought this stuff, but now we're going to take that license away so you can't play it even though you bought it. I mean, here's another good example, and this happened on Microsoft's Series X and Series S.
Mhm.
I bought Crossfire X. I actually bought it to support the game. And when they shut it down a year later, you can't download it. Even the single player, you can't download anything.
Done. Yep.
And I
It's
bought
toast.
that. So that let me know,
Damn,
hey,
got cooked.
exactly.
Hooked.
The fact is that the console market is not going to be the market that people should be in. It should be the PC because you can keep your game on PC even if they shut down so-called shut down servers. You don't have to be online with the PC most of the time. You can be offline. There's a way that you can trick the system and you can be offline and play that game. So,
And on PC, also, some people, if they like the game, they'll get together and they'll mod their own servers, so you'll be able to play that game again online with
exactly.
people. You can't do that on
Exactly.
console.
So that's where this is all heading, and it's inevitable. Just like Thanos said, I'm inevitable.
All right. Ham Solo, your thoughts, man. I mean, we talked about this earlier, but man, I mean, have you had any change of thoughts on this, or are you kind of look at this same situation as like, hey, it's inevitable. The market has made this decision. What do you think?
No, I'm just gonna say the same thing I said before. Oh my goodness.
What's the problem? What's the problem?
Just look around.
Oh man, here we go.
Something smells nasty.
Oh man, something smells like a fraud up in here. The three horizons. Let's look at this. The 3 horizons are upon us. I told y'all it's a wrap 3 months ago. Y'all should have researched. Okay, so
is he talking about the 3 horizons, the death for the PlayStation? Is that what he's talking about?
I think maybe that's what he's talking about. Maybe we
that's what I think he's talking about. Yeah.
Maybe we should have done research on PlayStation's 3 horizons or octagons or Hubba Bubba Bubble Gums or I don't know. I don't know. But
oh, you mean the pyramid scheme?
I think so.
PlayStation.
I think so. Maybe. I'm trying to think of this. I don't know, man. Look, man, I would advise you, my brother Thrash, if you ever wanted to get into politics, you definitely should be over there with the Republican Party. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Please be a Republican.
Yeah. Because I don't get it, brother. I don't get it. But regardless,
you and Kanye would be best friends.
Oh my God, bro! It would be a blast, and you know what I'm saying. Maybe you would have your wife or girlfriend or whatever walk around look like dressed like that, and still talking about what I'm saying. I'm for the Lord, whatever the case may be. I don't know, but these horizons, it is. Thank you for telling us. I mean, please keep explaining to us that these horizons is happening when Microsoft has turned into a $3 trillion company.
$3 trillion, yeah.
I mean, if we're talking about 9% loss of employees, which we will definitely talk about here going forward. I mean, we're still talking about the digital thing right here, but
that's tragic.
Just
anyways,
just stick around.
But anyways, back to the point
that
I was talking about. So you were asking about like digital versus physical and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm more or less like just telling just basic folks, look around. Just look around you. Look look how you're getting your content currently and tell me that you ain't part of this problem. No, like look in the mirror and tell me that you ain't never got nothing digital before. And then I'll show you a liar. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll show you a liar. No, man, like flat out, a game almost snuck in one game of the year without doing a physical copy at all. Alan Wake 2.
Wow, you're absolutely right. I forgot about that.
Look what's coming out next. That's strictly digital.
That's a great point, Ham.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, shout out to Pharaoh J. I had him on the podcast yesterday, and I said this on my show earlier as well. He was saying, and he's an avid PlayStation fan. He was saying, like, although he is a heavy PlayStation supporter, if you haven't noticed what was going on ever since Spotify hit the game, then you ain't been paying attention. Yo, once they put music out there to the point where you don't need no disc, you don't need like really like a machine. Pretty much all you're using is a cloud-based system, pretty much, or something that has a server linked up to it where you're getting all of your content through that. What's the point in some of these businesses wanting to go out of their way to make a more expensive product? I mean, I'll put it to you the same way I put it to Loke on Tuesday. If you make the chicken, you make the mashed potatoes, you make the green beans, put it all out there. Everybody buying the mashed potatoes and the green bean. I mean, not the green beans, the mashed potatoes and the chicken, but only 10% of the 100 people are getting the green beans. Why would you keep selling it? You're getting a loss in that direction. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna cut out the dead weight. It's as simple as that. Like, you're not gonna keep trying to sell something that people aren't really buying. Even, I mean, whether you look at this PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox, whatever, there is nowhere that you're able to play video games where digital is not dominating the sector over physical. I mean, PC, like remember the people back in the day were worried about physical games on PC. PC ain't had a physical game I don't know how long.
Whoa, talk about it. Talk about
it. So it's just like people that, you know, say that they need the physical. Hey, I don't knock you for wanting something that you can touch or something like that, or for being a collector and wanting to continue the collection or something like that. But if you're here to tell me that I want physical because, you know, what I paid for, I want to be able to take it with me, I'm gonna tell you that you ain't taking it with you right now. Most of these games you gotta download, you gotta wait to like connect to online for it to update or do something or retrieve the rest of the files to the game itself. Like, why? I don't understand where people get why people think that this is just like totally bad. No, it's just the way it is. And the same people that get super frustrated with Game Pass are the same people watching Last of Us on HBO. To me, that stuff doesn't add up. It's the same thing. A subscription service digitally. Nobody here has the DVD or Blu-ray box set of The Last of Us. Nobody. Not a person here has that. At some point, you may be able to purchase it digitally on.
It's out. You can buy it on Blu-ray and stuff.
But no, he said nobody.
Is it out now?
Yeah, it came out like about 3-4 months ago.
Woo-wee. Congratulations.
Who's buying it?
Did you buy it? Did you buy it, King Crash?
I don't feel like that's going to be on the shelf for very long, brother. I mean, look at what Best Buy and everybody's talking about right now.
Look over your shoulder. You know where you're headed.
We already are seeing. We're already seeing big box stores saying, "Hey, we're phasing this out." Have some of y'all seen these screenshots of the Best Buys around the country?
High and dry.
High and dry. So absolutely. I mean, digital is just the way to go. It's easier. It's cheaper. I mean, does it? I
ain't got to stand in the cold at midnight. Ain't that right, Hams? I can just download it.
I'll still do that shit today.
Me too. Now I'll still do that shit today. But I would still do it today.
I ain't gonna lie, I would too.
But the thing is,
let's not.
But the thing is these companies only look at one thing: the bottom line, the money. And if Microsoft or Sony or Nintendo can get away with saving a couple million or whatever by not having to print all these damn discs, and they can just feed it. I mean, you see what Ubisoft said about getting used to the whole ownership part? That's a scary thing of its own. But you already, I mean, you talked about this earlier on the show, K-Mega. You already don't even own that shit.
Right. You don't own it. You bitching about you bitching about physical and you don't own it. Go ahead. What was the question you was going to ask Ham, Viper?
Ham, just don't forget about the collector's editions because you may get some physical stuff in there, but you ain't getting the actual physical game.
No, they'll send you a slip with a digital card.
Talk about it.
They'll send you a digital card.
The Jotnar edition for God of War. Digital code. And that was like what, $400-$500? And hey, I'm not even I'm not knocking that only. Hey, I bought Starfield thing and I got some little key thing, right, with a code on it.
Yeah.
No disc in there. There's nothing for me to put into my Xbox. Is it a little weird? Yeah. I think it's weird that we're spending these crazy amounts of money on these collector editions and they don't come with a disc. But I'm telling you flat out that if you're seeing that as a regular thing, the deed is done, K Mega. It's cooked. It's gone.
Go. It's over.
It's over. These big companies have already said, "Yo, we're not doing the disc anymore. We don't need that anymore." Ubisoft said, "Hey, close down that sector. Put down the garage. We're done."
Toast. As you can see, the majority of these games that I'm showing that I still have physical for, what is the label on them? What is the label on them? If y'all see the label.
I don't see it.
360. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. That 360, PlayStation 3 and beyond, discs far more. Yes, you know what I'm saying. That is still one of those things that people should definitely be, thinking about. The preservation of older content should still and always be relevant.
Yep.
But
you know what's also going to be more relevant?
What's that?
Is detachable disk drives.
Bruh.
I'm not even saying that as a joke.
It's not even PCs anymore.
I'm not saying that as a joke, and I don't think it's a bad thing.
No.
I'm not saying that as a joke, and I don't think it's a bad thing. PlayStation having a detachable drive is smart. What stinks, you can't use any of your PS3 games on it. That stinks. So hopefully they get that figured out in the future or whatnot. But I don't know how much they want to figure that out instead of just reselling you the game all over again.
That's the whole point.
Yes, that's
all
it.
over again.
That's it.
Are you ready for me now?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. As I'm showing, because my list of disc games are not very long. I've given them up.
We understand.
I've given them up, but I, you know what I'm saying. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
I have decent.
These are my two biggest points about all digital. It's inevitable. No big deal.
Hold on.
My thing is,
let me say this, sir, X-Man. I'm sorry. You see this, guys, sir? Mike. King Thrash, I hope you see this. Let me put this. Oh yeah, let me put this in the screen so you can see it. You see this game right here? I hope you can know what this game is. I hope you can read what this says. That says Final Fantasy 15. That is still the highest selling Final Fantasy game that's out. So instead of you coming here talking about the 3 Horizons, you should be talking about can I get my PlayStation brothers to do the 3 times buying PlayStation exclusive content. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I find it ironic that we're sitting in that they're sitting in the chat and I'm reading something that says, "Can't believe how little backbone Xbox fans have," when you're literally only getting remasters and remakes. I mean, if you're gonna be slanderous, like let's talk about that.
Let's talk about it.
Go ahead and cook, Ham. I'm gonna give you that spot. Go ahead, cook them, because I like where you going with that. Cook them, Ham. Cook them.
Get out of them.
It's all you, Ham.
I mean, it was just it wasn't that long ago where everybody on the PlayStation side were saying, "Where's the games? Where's the games? Where are the game? Where are the games?" Where'd that conversation go?
Oh shit! Oh my goodness.
Where did that conversation go? Now it's we have games, but how we're digesting them. We need to go tell your mama about how you're digesting these games. I don't think it's okay. And the backbone on you guys, being so okay with Game Pass and in a digital future. I mean, shame on you. I mean,
we want your Xbox games. We want your Xbox games.
I mean, no one's buying. I mean, you can sit on your high horse all you want and say, "Oh man, no backbone. They're having a hard time. They can't. They can't stay strong out here in these in these trying times for Xbox and what." Ain't nobody buying that, man. We out here playing a ton of games and we are loving it. What you doing? What you playing?
Oh, Jesus.
Microsoft don't want to give you no games. What the hell are you smoking, dude?
I mean, I'm a little curious how you like that little taste of smart delivery that PlayStation gave you with The Last of Us Part 2, finally delivering your trophies.
For $10. They said you can get those trophies for $10. You can use your PlayStation 5 controller for $10.
And we'll give you 12 hours battery life for $200 in your new controller.
Ooh.
So I mean, I don't know. So I think these Horizons is definitely aimed towards PlayStation, brother. I mean, this is just the reality. And I mean, man, DJ Berto Das, the main man, my main man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The person out here that I know is about that pants off, dance off life. Let's go. Is saying, yo. And I'm pretty sure
are you
after
done
that,
cooking them, Ham?
Yeah, Ham's done cooking them. Go ahead, Sir X.
No, go ahead and appreciate it. He hooked you up last week, dude.
Yeah. No. That's what he said. He said, yo. That's what he said, yo.
I'll say this in the inevitable words of Master Yoda. Around you fucked. Find out you did.
Oh. Why did you have to say it like that? Anyway, so, okay. So.
All right. Like I was saying, I know things are going digital. It's just the way it's going to be. It's going that way. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Physical is pretty much fading out.
That man said, did you see what this man said? Hold on. Sir X Man, this is included into whatever you got to say, but he is throwing this at all of us. He said this coming from dudes who pay $17 a month for indies they won't play. Okay, go ahead, Sir X Man. Continue. It's your time.
Fact, Yobi. Fact, bro. Hit him, Yobi. But these are two things that upset me about digital. One major thing is when they take digital away that you paid for. You know, that part I do not like. You know, if you bought it and you say the generations are carrying on, this is from the Xbox One, don't take it away. I can understand servers. That happens in everybody. EA does it. Other Ubisoft doesn't do that though. Their servers are always still up and running. I don't know how they do that shit. But that's the one big thing. And then when you delist a game that someone purchased, but then you take the ability to play that delisted game away. Now there are some games that are delisted off the marketplace. But if you own it, you can still play it. But then what happened to Viper, you know, that's messed up. If he bought Crossfire X, either you give him a total refund on it because the game had a single player, or, you know what I'm saying? Don't delist it. He should be able to at least download that game and still play the game even though you killed it. Sony's done that on a few things too. You know? And the other, I think that's actually two rolled into one. But, you know, digital is the way to go. But if someone still has a disc, that you've had with the ability to play, don't take that away. Let them still be able to put the disc in and then re-download it some other time. As long as you show that they have had it before, don't take that away. That's all I ask. Don't get rid of the old stuff. I know past Gen 360, PS3 days, I can see you walking past some of it, but a lot of 360 games we still have the disc for. A lot of 360 games we bought when you brought backwards compatible. Don't take those games away. If you're going to keep them in now, keep them in the future consoles. Keep that. That's called game preservation. For the past, you know, the gens after 2013. The gens before that, different story. Microsoft carried it on. Sony doesn't believe in continuing over with the past generation, like the PS4 disc. They're doing on some of them, but they won't do it on all of them if you put in a disc. So Microsoft, keep that thing going that you have with keeping the games that you put in there for us to play for years, because a lot of us still go back to those old 360 games. We glad you put in some of the OG Xbox games. We still want to be able to play that. Yeah, we know the servers ain't up, but they're still fun to play. And just keep the generation going to Xbox XXX or whatever you want to call it, the next one. Keep that going, because that's your power right there to play anything that you've purchased anytime you want to. And that should always be your goal. Don't be like the other blue side, excuse me, and remaster stuff like all the time.
I mean, y'all want to talk about a backbone, but we believe in generations is just up in smoke.
Oops.
Tragic. Okay, let me read this from Dragon Yobi. He said, people gotta understand EULA agreement contract in every game before you can play. Say you don't own these games at all. You own a license to access them. Never own. So this is the thing that my brother.
I remember the other part now, K-Maker. I'm so sorry. Since you're going all digital, since it's all digital, and you're not shipping manufactured discs out anymore, these prices should be lower.
Yes.
These prices should be lower. I gave this argument right when y'all all started doing that around 2013, making everything pretty much digital, switch it over. We should be $10 lower, $10 to maybe $20 lower on these games. Because digital, there really is no cost. We're downloading the game off your servers that give it to us. There's really not that much of an expensive cost to do that.
That part is true. And so, yeah, it is. So that's the thing right there. So if Xbox is deciding to go ahead and wanting to go all digital, they can come in and cut prices for their first party titles.
Yeah, they're starting to do that now. You notice? Have you noticed in the past year, a lot of the lower price games have sold better? Like the game you love. What's that game that 2-player game that you just smoked that won the Game of the Year award? That fantasy game. I didn't play it.
What fantasy?
The one by FromSoft? No, the one by FromSoft.
Oh, Elden Ring?
Oh,
Elden Ring.
Oh, okay.
When every game was $70, Elden Ring was $60 locked across the board. And it sold hotcakes. Yeah, it was at the right price for people to jump right into it and play.
Okay, so
with them $70 games around it. And lower price games are actually starting to come back, and that's why a lot of people are buying a lot of these good lower price games. Not no crap games. These are good lower price games coming out.
Well,
they're making a killing over the 70. Okay, I'm done. Go for it. I'm sorry,
X-Man
dude.
made a little bit of a point though just now. Baldur's Gate is literally the first $70 game to win Game of the Year.
Wow. That's a great nugget.
I didn't know.
I didn't know that.
Oh, It Takes Two was cheap too, and it won Game of the Year.
Yeah. No, you're right. I did not know that. Here's another thing too, right? Like, because this is why that the Stand thought the ideology has failed them, because look at this: Xbox third place, third party fumble, third person Indiana Jones. That. If that's what y'all are talking about on PlayStation Podcast, I see why y'all come here, so y'all can get proper content. I see why King Thrash and Mike Johnson and Hart and then these the Porter Rocks and all these other PlayStation dudes. I honest to God, I understand why y'all listen to Xbox podcasters, because we give you proper, great, entertaining content. If this is the bullshit that y'all throw amongst y'all's fan base, no wonder they starving. No wonder they hungry. What? You're sitting here. Hold on, no, that's not what King Thrash. I wanted to throw what King Thrash said here that I thought it was funny as hell, right? Because, hold on, let's see, where was it at?
Oh, while you looking, King Thrash,
I found it. I found. Hold on,
Go ahead.
I found it. He said all Xbox games from now on will be AA games. You know what's funny, Thrash? This is why I want to cook you right fast. I'm sorry that you're not on the show, brother, to defend yourself, but you probably would have been just over talking about the Three Horizons and shit. But that AA game or indie game that those games that you're talking about, that game is outsold everything that PlayStation has done in the PlayStation 5 era, which we're talking about Palworld, and that's a game that with a $6 million budget. So if
it's a preview.
So as Xbox gamers is going to get games like Palworld, that's going to rock the gaming the gaming world the way that it is, to make y'all jealous, to make y'all port beg the way that y'all are. Look, you're over here trying to throw at us, people who got common sense, as though Xbox is going to give us PlayStation. They're going to give us. Only thing that makes it sound like that you're desperate. Why would you want Xbox games if everything that Xbox is giving is AA or indie or Game Pass fodder? Why are you so excited about games that are fodder? And why are you so adamant that Xbox is going to go third party? Because you want Xbox games. We know it. I know it. You know it. You know it. Mike knows it. You PlayStation stands know it. You want our games. You want the games that you know what I'm saying? Yeah, when I say R, yeah, I care for Xbox. Xbox is my platform of choice. So you goddamn right I say R. Most of my games that I buy is on Xbox. So yeah, you want those games. You want our games. You want them. And you can't help it because you ain't got shit to show for yourself. What? Tell me.
You've been wanting that game since 360, dude.
Give us a list of the PlayStation first party games that's coming out in 2024. Please do. I will post it right when you post. Show us the PlayStation first party game. Mike Johnson, post us, and I will post that list of PlayStation 5 first party games that's coming on 2024. And if not, if you want to post the third party games, give us the list of the PlayStation games that are coming out on PlayStation 5 in 2024. Ham, what was you going to say?
I was just going to say, I do my podcasts or whatever, or I do my, podcasts throughout the week and whatnot. And then when I'm done, sometimes I'll go to another podcast to enjoy it. Or I'm playing, games and stuff like that. But I mean, you gotta be feeling some type of way, or you must not have a whole lot of things to play if you feel the need to, after you do your podcast, I'm not having enough fun with the console that I purchased.
Oh no,
that I need to go tell other people that what they're playing isn't fun, because I just don't have the time.
Oh my God,
I just don't have
they threw
the time.
Him off. I think they threw him off that podcast. I mean,
K-Mega, just imagine living like that.
Yeah, bro, that's tragic.
That must stink.
That sucks. That is what would get me off of gaming. That would get me into. I would probably be a physicist of some sort. I would get in there and I would get into something. You know what I'm saying? I would get into something else. I would bow out of gaming. If I was a PlayStation only gamer, I would probably give up gaming. It is that bad right now.
My game is so visceral,
right,
that I gotta let everybody else know and not play it. And I gotta make sure that you're playing these games, because that is kind of my game. My game is making sure you're gaming. I'm not really playing anything, and what I am playing, I could probably finish in about an hour. But I do need to make sure that you're doing what you're saying. And I need to pull up to your podcast and watch you and stack up them YouTube hours in watch time instead of game time.
Okay.
You know, just personal preferences out here are stunning.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to kick back on Thrash right now.
Let's go. Okay, we got a list.
People, because
turn them up a little bit, K Mega.
I put my list in there. I said it was Helldivers 2, MLB The Show, and The Last of Us 2 remastered. You said first party, K Mega.
Yeah, I said first party first.
Based on the stuff that King Thrash put in there, Grand Blue Fantasy is not first party.
Nope.
Stellar Blade is not first party.
Nope.
Final Fantasy VII Remake is not first party.
Nope.
YSX, not first party.
Nope.
AI, not first party.
Nope.
There's not many.
Helldivers is not first party.
Helldivers, Sony did buy. They bought them, so that is first party. So they got that.
But it's on PC also.
Well, no, it's still first party though, regardless.
He said first party. If you're the company that made it, then it's first party. Now, here's the thing. Even though you got MLB The Show on Xbox because of a contractual obligation from MLB, hey, yeah, it's multi-platform. Because you got Helldivers on PC, it's multi-platform. The Last of Us 2 remastered, rebleached, re-ass is on multiple platform because it's on the PC as well. So you got multi-platform games. So that means Sony is multi-plat. It's third party. So first party games that they've got, yeah, they may have made them, but what is actually coming out this year that's first party, that's only on PlayStation 5? Nothing. And so regardless, I mean, we saw your list, and your list looks like shit. It's garbage. Not the games, because I'm helping y'all out because I know that Relink is not going to sell very well because you stands talk about games, but y'all don't buy them. So I helped you out. The PC community helped you out. I bought the PC version of Relink, so of Grand Blue Relink, and I'm happy to do that. You know what I'm saying? For the PlayStation stand that wants to get out there and brag, if the numbers look satisfactory, those numbers are not going to be staggering because you guys don't.
How about Spider-Man and God of War for you, Thrash, to help you guys out?
No.
Yeah. Let's see. Final Fantasy Remake. Like I said, I showed Final Fantasy 15 on the disc. There's not still have been a Final Fantasy game that has been exclusive on PlayStation or any game that has been on Square Enix that has came close to the same number of what Final Fantasy 15 has done. So, I mean, prove me wrong. You can't. It's not even there. The facts are the facts. Helldivers, the PlayStation community is even questioning Helldivers. Not to say it's not a good game, because I'm thinking about wanting to get it. It looks it's the type of game that I like.
Helldivers looks pretty hot.
It looks hot.
I'm going to be playing it.
I'll
play it with you guys.
But to see, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. I can only give you Stan so much, right? So I was like, which one do I want? Do I want Helldivers or do I want Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League?
Oof.
I had to kill the Justice. I want to kill the Justice League. You know what I mean? I've been talking about that game. I had to get it. So anyway, regardless, but I want to piss him off even more. We got to get to our other topic instead of worrying about him.
I know, but I want to piss Trash out. Other than the Saturn, don't count it. Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 have only been on PlayStation. Guess what? Now the original Tomb Raiders are being remastered, not just on the Sony PlayStation. It's going to be everywhere. And it's going to be on Xbox. It's going to be there for the first time. Nintendo's going to have it. And Xbox is going to have it. So your exclusive from back in the PlayStation 1 and 2 days they're gonna be over here on Xbox.
He hasn't been gaming that long, so he wouldn't know that, Sir X-Man. I'm sorry about that. So anyway, so let's.
Does he game it all though, K-Mac?
He
I mean, who knows?
He games a little bit, I guess, or you know how Porter Rock peeped me on game on how these dudes do things with the share. Porter Rock plays games, but Porter Rock peeped me on game a long time ago about how these dudes do things when they share. And so I was like, oh, okay, all right, cool, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm just letting them PlayStation dudes cook over there and do what they do. But we know better. But like I said,
but K-Mega, what's interesting, and I know you're trying to move on, but what's interesting is how, you know, certain people can acknowledge that, you know, Helldivers looks pretty dope.
Right.
Yeah, I'm excited to play that. Right. And I'm an Xbox fan.
Yep.
And we'll play it on PC.
I mean, why is that so hard to do? Why is that so hard for some people to do? It's just be like, you know what? That game looks pretty interesting. Sure, why not?
You got somebody.
I mean, like I said earlier, K-Mega, these folks got their pinky out so hard that shit about to break.
Oh, bro, that shit's already crooked like this. I mean, because that shit limp than somebody who got ED, bro. It's awful. They ain't got the sterner stuff anymore. It's tragic over there, man. And you can't
are you
tell
trying
me
to say
otherwise.
they got the teacup pinky, man?
Bro,
they got the teacup pinky.
The
teacup pinky.
Bro, that shit ED. That shit is tragic over there. You know what I'm saying? But bro. Oh, hold on. Let me get off of this game right here because I got
some blue chew for you.
Oh wow.
Oh man, yeah, he's the doctor and the wiper, so help him out.
I find it amazing that you can hold that finger so strong, but you always so thirsty.
That was good, Ham. I like that one. You need to keep that phrase, bro.
Okay, so shout out to
say that to Logan.
Sorry, I'm truthful. Said I'm sick of hearing this guy cap for Tomb Raider, and he's laughing. He's got the laughing emojis. He's all about your old ass, X-Man. My main man.
I knew that was gonna hit a nerve. I told you that was gonna hit a nerve. The truth will set you free, brother. That's why you come over here to GRG. Because you can't handle the truth.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so Rain G4 said, I want all the smoke.
Spyro, who owns their mascot, Spyro and Crash now? Oops.
Okay. Okay. All right. Enough of that. Like we gave him too much time. We need to finish our topic, our other topic, and so we can go ahead and get out of here because unlike what those brothers that's talking about the Horizons, we got games to play. We got games to play. Okay, so now we've over here talked about the digital thing. I think we're all in unison, and I think even the people in the chat just kind of understands that the writing is on the wall about digital content and about physical content. I mean, nobody wants physical to go away, and I don't think physical will ever truly go away. But but the longer that we get into this point where we are now officially in the digital age, physical content is going to be very expensive. So just be prepared for that. All right. So now we're talking about the layoffs. Let me go ahead and I said that I had this read, but anyway, so Xbox layoffs and canceling the Survivor game. Is this looked at as good business or is this a move of a greedy corporation? I'm going to go to you on this one first, Sir X-Man. Or did Sir X-Man bail out? He bailed out on me.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Hold on.
So is this one of these things where, like I said, is it just like because, well, Microsoft, they got, it's business, but then, they canceled this game that's been worked on for 6 years. They let go of 1,900 people. And now you hear that Microsoft is a $3 trillion company. Is this just this bad optics? Is just this evil corporation just spanking on the little man, or is there more to this, brother? Is there more to this?
Nah, I don't think it's evil. I think it's just part of business. Phil Spencer learned the minute he got in charge, he looked at, I hate to say it, and this is a game that I wanted to play too. He took a look at Scalebound. He saw they were taking advantage of him. He said, nah, we can't do this anymore. Our contract, we canceling the contract. You ain't handling nothing no more. So he saw that they were working on this game for 6 years, and he didn't like what he saw, and he said, you can scrap this too. It's been 6 years. There's no excuse for you not having this project at least in some form that I can see. And I heard they wanted to change the engine too. How you gonna scrap an engine when you've been working on it for 6 years? That's a waste of money and funds. So I can see why that got scrapped. It's business sense. Now, they were having a clash with the amount of people that probably did the same thing at Activision and Microsoft. And don't freak out, people. They got rid of some Microsoft people and some Activision people at the same time. It wasn't just all getting rid of Activision people. It's part of business. When you got but when you got too many people clashing, doing the same job, something has to give. Now, unlike some companies that just drop people, let go, Microsoft gave them a nice severance pay, and I'm sure they had great stock options, so got tons of money already. And and they got health insurance for a whole year. So, how many jobs do that? So I know it's a bad thing that it happened, but they did not leave them high and dry when they let them go. Unlike some company, they let people go right before Christmas and Thanksgiving. I wonder which company that was. Could they be represented by a blue logo? Oh, but
Well, there was other companies that let them go before Christmas too, so it ain't just them.
I know, but they're in the gaming business, so I blame them. I say them. But it's part of business. A lot of jobs do that. I mean, UPS lays people off, hoping to get a full-time job when the Christmas rush is over. That's normal. It happens. Even Walmart lets people go during the Christmas time. It happens. A lot of companies let people go when it comes to that fiscal time where they got to show some type of profit, or they got too many people and they got to cut a little bit of the fat for their perspective showing towards the end of the fiscal year, which is usually at the end of January. It happens. All businesses do that. Banks, when they merge, they can't keep everybody. And they're going to shut down some of those banks on the merge that aren't really busy. But nobody says nothing to them when they let lots and thousands of people go because of a merge. Big businesses, they merge with other businesses. They let people go after they resolve some of the issues that they have with getting the company together. They evaluate, see who's productive, see who's not productive, see who's not at the section where where they're needed, and they cut people. It's part of business. Just because it's a gaming business doesn't mean they don't still fall in that category. Even PlayStation has to do that also. Nintendo, I don't know what they do. Nintendo just does its own thing. But that's just the nature of business. It's been that way since all businesses have been created. It's just the way it is. I feel sorry for the people that lost their job, but that's just part of it. All right, K-Mega.
Yeah. No, I mean, no, it's a great point. Great point. All right, let me go to you on this one. Ham, and I'll let Viper close us out on this one. What do you think, Ham? Like this whole situation, like, is this just business, or is this, a evil corporation? Is it both? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, they canceling games, they let go of 1,900 people. The optics is not good because you never like to see people get let go. But again, what's your thoughts on this?
I'm definitely in the camp of both on this one, because it feels like, it's never good when people lose, their jobs and stuff like that. I mean, I feel like anybody that has a right mind would say something like that. But at the same time, it's like, Pixel bit alluded to this actually earlier in the show that we had on my channel. like they had like what is it like 2 to 3 times more employees than Xbox had under their own umbrella.
See?
So so it's just like if you I mean if you ever worked for a company that had any kind of takeover, whether it was hostile or it was, purchased by another company or something like that, there's always like a trimming phase that a company goes through when they get purchased. Like not every like although they wish everybody could be saved, some companies don't give a damn. But but obviously some do wish that, like, I wish I could save everybody, but the fact of the matter is you can't. I mean, I don't think Brett Robbins over there at Ascendant Studios was stoked to lay off people after Immortals of Avium dropped. I mean, I don't think he was happy to do that, but to the health of your company, sometimes cutting that kind of stuff is detrimental. And then on top of it, you got to remember the state that Activision was in the first place. Like, there's a reason that they wanted to get bought. Like, I don't know how many times people need to hear somebody say that Microsoft didn't beg for Activision. Activision needed to get purchased. So if it wasn't Microsoft, it would have been someone else.
Yep.
Either way, Bobby walking off with the bag. And
$400 million.
And with that just being said, it's just like you're not there's no way a company needs to be purchased, but everything that's happening under the umbrella's fine. You know what I mean? Like we have the obvious things like the allegations and stuff that they have, but they had other issues as well. That wasn't the only thing going on over there. And then at the same time, you gotta take hold and manage the ship, and you can't let all the ideals of yesteryear continue when you're trying to move forward. So, in a business sense, it's what has to be done. And even when these mega corporations don't even acquire anybody, they still have layoffs. So this isn't anything new or anything that's just gonna stop just because Microsoft made a big purchase and it looks like they're gonna have games for for the next several years to come from what it looks like. But yeah, I mean the fat still needs to be trimmed. It stinks, but I'm I'm just a little kind of confused about the like this whole thing. I'm more or less confused when it comes to like the whole Mike Ybarra thing. Like
That's what I want to talk about.
The whole the whole laying off people is like the normal part to me, unfortunately. But it's like the normal part to me. What's not normal is hearing somebody say how they feel terrible for all the people affected. Oh, by the way, this is my last day. Like that's a big oh, by the way. So and it seems very one-to-one connected to what's kind of going on. And then on top of it, that survival game that they're supposed to have, that supposedly got shuttered. So, and I mean, it's just a lot.
Yeah, bro. Okay, so this is what's really crazy, right? There's a post that got deleted from a person that works at Microsoft that works in InXile. I don't know if y'all seen it.
Oh yes, that was messy.
I want to see if I can post that.
Do you want me to send it to you?
No, I have it. Okay. I just need to.
Oh yeah, because you're the one that posted it.
Yeah, I'm the one that posted it. Let me see if I can find it. If I can figure out how to post this. That's coming.
You post so many things, K-Mega.
I do.
Old man.
I'm a dirty man.
Peek out right now.
No. I'm just
an old man.
Hold on, no. I'm trying to.
Fat fingers ain't moving the mouse as fast as they used to.
No, okay, hold on. Let me read this because this came. You know what I'm saying? Rap was not. This is not where I got it from, but this is where I found it at. But right here where it shows right here. He said, this guy was that is a now he's not a former. He's a former Blizzard employee, but he works for NXile now. And he said, and so let me read what Mikey Barra said. Mikey Barra, and I'm a big fan of Mikey Barra. So this is what's wild to me, right? But he said, I want to thank everyone who was impacted today for their meaningful contributions to their teams, to Blizzard, and to the players' lives. It is incredibly hard day, and my energy and support will be focused on all those amazing individuals impacted. This is in no way a reflection, and he said more. But this person here said he was 100% a part of the problem in regards to Blizzard's culture, retention, and safety. He knew this was coming. He refused to stand up for those who were forced to RTO regardless of health, income, distance, etc., etc. He ruined lives. This is not the first time that I've seen this, and I've seen more people post more stuff.
Which just saying that willy-nilly is insane.
Right. And what's crazy,
you don't say that without having some evidence, I'd say. Like, especially with the umbrella that you're under right now, like you don't just say that stuff without like meaning it. Or there being some meaning behind it.
Right. And another thing that tripped me out, this is what the thing that started me going into the rabbit hole, because yesterday, instead of me trying to play Tekken, because I was like, man, I'm already a little tired, I started going more into looking about, why Mikey Barra get taken away, because there's been more speculation about Phil and Mike not seeing eye to eye. I still can't believe that they wouldn't like each other, but of course I don't know, right? Like I know I've met Phil multiple times, and talked to Phil multiple times, but I've never talked to Mikey Barra, but only once, and that's in regarding to a video game, and me and him getting a chance to play it. But I have much admiration and love for both gentlemen, right? Like, for just what they do in gaming. But when people were starting to say that they had this issue or whatever and things like that, when I would start to go to Blizzard Reddits and comment sections and things like that, and people can definitely go in there and try to look for themselves, they were rejoicing that he was let go. They were super excited. One of the main reasons was because of not because of World of Warcraft, but because of what was going on with the direction of one particular game. I never even heard. I don't even know what that game was. I couldn't remember but they were also really pissed off about Overwatch. And they were also making points about from stuff that they were saying that they were hearing about what this dev is over here talking about. So I don't know. And what it does is kind of ask the question. We all were excited. We're like, oh my goodness, Rod Ferguson and Mikey Barra is back with Microsoft. So Microsoft is with the power team of Aaron Greenberg, Matt Booty, Sarah Bond, and Phil Spencer. You got the trifecta. You got a massive. But then they said, we'll keep you, Rod. Rod, we glad to have you back, but Mike, bro, you out of here. That is serious. Viper, your thoughts about this? I don't know if you got the chance to see any of this information going out about Mikey Barra and how many people have said that they had a problem with him, and a lot of Blizzard fans rejoicing of his ouster. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? I don't know. Your thoughts about all this?
So I was kind of upset that you put me last on this because I was going to say this exact thing.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Nobody
brother.
likes you. That's why he put you last. Nobody likes you.
I wanted you to cook. I'm sorry, brother. I am so sorry.
But no, but the thing
Well, you
is,
just said next time you say I don't want to go last. Let me go now, and I'll let you do it. So do that next time. I'm sorry.
So the thing that I was gonna say was, yes, it is business that they get rid of the overlap, they get rid of redundancy in the studios and in the different areas like HR, publishing, all of that stuff. Redundancy needs to be reduced. But my main thing was the reason why they got rid of majority of these people from Activision Blizzard is because of the fact of the allegations, the people who are responsible for this for the stuff that was happening. And if this with this tweet that came out, at first I was shocked Mike Ibarra says he's leaving on his own, but I don't think so. I think he was pushed out because with this tweet now confirming it, that led me to believe, oh, Mike, I'm sorry, I used to like you, and you were part of the problem. So the people that were responsible for the person who, shall we say, didn't respawn, um, they're gone. The people that were responsible for the sexual harassment and all of the, certain pictures that were sent around the office, they're gone. I mean, they got rid of Bobby Kotick because he was one of the main issues as well. He was the one of the main issues for toxicity in the company. So Microsoft knew who were to blame. They have it in the HR records. They have all of this information. So with this, I don't think that the majority of this was redundancy. I think the majority of this was your butt is gone because you caused all of these problems. Now we have to go in and fix you. That's what I felt happened. In addition to that, now in terms of the canceled game, I'm not sure about how I feel about that because has Blizzard ever done a survival game before? I haven't. I don't know.
No.
I
Live
mean,
service,
maybe
yes, but not a survival game. Live service.
okay. So if they haven't done that before, and if Phil Spencer goes around like he used to do, and look at games and see that, okay, yeah, we can continue on with this. No, this is not good. Let's cancel this. If he's doing that, then that means something wrong with the game. And if something's wrong with the game, he does not want another Redfall situation. He does not want another, scale-bound situation. He's probably saying, we're going to cut our losses right here. The people that were working on this, you're going to move to some other stuff. Or if you are also part of the problem, like I said before, you're gone. Okay? So, yeah, it's a little, it's this business is cutthroat. These are corporations that want to make money. They want to make profits, but they also want to have a good public image as well. And Microsoft has done a lot to keep their public image moving in the right direction. And with the purchase of Activision Blizzard King, they are now trying to fix the the toxic culture that is there. They're trying to make sure that Microsoft continues to be the best place for people to work. Okay, so this is what they're doing. They're trimming the fat. They're also getting rid of the bad elements that's in that company. Now, granted, some of the stuff, some of the people that left from Xbox Game Studios and ZeniMax, well, that one was a little bit of a surprise because I thought, hey, I thought you were going to keep some of those people since you already trimmed the fat last year. You already trimmed the fat last year by laying off, I think it was about 8 or 10,000 people from ZeniMax and Xbox Game Studios. now you just got rid of some more people from ZeniMax and Xbox Game Studios. So what did they do wrong? Or what were they not contributing to? Because I thought you got rid of the people that you needed to get rid of last year. I knew that there's people that they needed to get rid of from ABK, but damn, from XGS and ZeniMax, come on, something is up. Something is happening in this industry right now, where Microsoft is saying, "We are done with the BS. We are done dealing with some of you people, and you need to find yourself another job. Go kick rocks." So I mean, there's some things that we don't know about. We probably will never know about it, but we've got some inside information a little bit as to what happened. Like I said, the tweet that you just showed from this InXile employee, that is damning. That is damning for Mike Ibarra. And I don't know if Mike Ibarra is going to find another position anywhere else.
I don't know.
I think he might be done.
I don't know. He's not done. I don't know about that. Yeah. Go ahead.
I was with you all the way up until the end.
Me too. Yeah.
But Mike Ibarra has so much money, man. I mean, he could just call it quits.
But he's still young. He's not going to call it quits. He's got the chops. He will get another job somewhere. If he starts his own thing.
His own company.
Right.
He might create his own company.
Or if he goes to Sony for payback.
I don't think he's going to Sony, but the thing is, the reason why I say he might be done is because if the allegations are true about him, then what other company is going to want to have that in their wheelhouse? They're not going to want that because the PR on that is not going to be good.
Nobody cares on the PlayStation side about the PR shit. Like, I mean, they
don't care.
You would think for them letting go, and see, that's another thing too, right? Like Riot Games, they let go of people. Sony has let go of people. I mean, Sony walked a woman that has done the writing for some of the most high acclaimed games we've ever played in our history. They walked her out the years. They walked Connie Booth out the door without no hesitation.
32 years.
Right. Yeah, dedicated, right? They said, no, get your ass out of here. And so, to me, if they went after somebody like Mike Ibarra or whatever, if they felt like he was suited for what their plans are, no PlayStation fan is going to sit there and say, oh, you know what? Mike treated his workers really bad and people knew about it, and people said, they're not going to say, the first thing that they're going to say is that, look, this is what Xbox has failed you on. Mike wanted to be with PlayStation. He didn't want to be with Xbox anymore. That's exactly what the headlines would be from the media, and how great that would be. It's not about what the things that he did wrong. So that's why I can't co-sign what you're saying on that, though. I just can't.
No, the thing is, they've already started saying that. They're saying, oh, well, he's already worked for Microsoft for over 20 years. He he wanted to try something new.
Yeah, and I already see that coming.
I'm like, they already said it. I've already seen people say that, and they're like, well, he doesn't want to work for Microsoft again. So this is the second time he's left Microsoft. Well,
the minute I heard that, I told people that might happen. People might start saying that stuff. Nobody ever listens to me.
I'm saying, thank you. I'm saying, that's my boy, my CZ Black Rider. He said Mike burned bridges at Microsoft and Booty gave him walking papers. And see, that's the thing right there. Like that's Phil's true right hand man right there is Matt Booty. Don't get this twisted. You know what I'm saying? Phil, think about this, guys. Think about this. Phil has been more aggressive, and that's why I'm calling him Ice Cold Phil from now on. Phil has been aggressive. Not because Phil don't like Killer Phil. He's already made that a stop. Man, I don't like the killer thing. All right, whatever. But I think it's dope. It's what you are. But you know what I'm saying. But
Phil Dominus Maximus.
Yeah, so he digs that. He loves that. Because that, you know what I'm saying? So now I gotta get my own name to him, because Killer Phil was going around for a while, but he didn't like that. So I have to stop it. So now I gotta call him Ice Cold Phil. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not gonna take the Iron Lord stuff. You know what I'm saying? With Phil Dominus Maximus, really is. You know
Whatever, I know.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
The first of his name.
Yeah, the first of his name. You know what I'm saying? So it's Ice Cold Phil, right? And because if you notice, after the Redfall stuff, Phil has been very aggressive and not about that bullshit. We're starting to see the true Phil. Like I've been trying to tell people, Phil is not what you think. Phil is a good guy. There's no question. But Phil is a killer. I mean, well, he's ice cold. Let me put it there. Sorry, Phil.
Goodness
he's ice cold. He's ice cold, man. That man is about that work. He wants to put he wants to put PlayStation whatever mantle behind on his rack back there that he has with all the rest of his trinkets. He wants that top spot. Don't get it twisted. You know,
we're saying what we say on the streets, K-Mega. You mess with the wrong mofo.
Yeah. Y'all just don't know. Phil ain't about that. Man, Phil about that life, man. He about that, man. But anyway, so regardless of whatever, right? Nice, wonderful, nice guy. But other than that, he wants that top spot. And the thing that what troubles me about this is that, well, it shouldn't trouble me. It's just one of these things because, like I said, I don't know Mike. I like Mike. I've always admired Mike Ybarra, but if he's not part of the culture, just like I love old girl from that got let go from 343. I thought she was wrongly accused.
Oh, Bonnie.
Yeah, I love Bonnie Ross. I love Kiki Wolfkill, but I know she's still there.
Like Bonnie Ross because she was thick.
Bonnie Ross was not thick. No, you're thinking about you're thinking about my
man talking.
You're thinking about my girl. You know what I'm saying? That left. You know what I'm saying? That got demoted. No. That she was thick, but no. Bonnie Ross was not thick. She's slender, and so is Kiki. But that's not about that. I just love that they were just really cool ass women, right? Like, and they were in prominent high positions, and they was just doing their work. And I just thought that Connie just got taken up, but. The one thing that we're seeing right here is that Phil is not taking any more of this, you know what, we ride together and we'll just sit there and ride it out. Nah, man, we got a vision here. We're sticking to it. It's not this, we're going to change because a certain content creators is telling us to change. We're not going to do what we did with the Xbox One generation and flip topsy-turvy. No, we got a plan. We got a path and we're sticking to it and we're not slowing down and we're not looking back. And it seems like that Mike was in that path of looking back and and they was trying to give him maybe a little bit of leeway.
Perfect for Sony then. That's
and
perfect.
It just happened. So what I'm just saying. So it is what it is. But I just
the only one that upset me was Lulu Chang. I still think they should have found a position
Lulu for
her.
But she could have.
They should have put her somewhere.
I love Lulu as well. I thought Lulu was kick ass, but you know what?
Oh my God.
She was a prodigy of Kotek, and so So she could be just as much as a problem of why those women. Because what if those women came to her and trusting in her, and because she's no nonsense, she's kick ass, she's this and she's like, look, I'm not listening to your shit. You know what I'm saying? Do your job and fall in line.
Well, we still haven't seen Microsoft.
We don't
plan yet.
So
we don't know the full plan.
Microsoft is cleaning house. And another thing that I don't know that if you alluded to this, Viper, was this too, was that Bobby Kotick hired extra people to work on multiple games, Call of Duty, and then there was another, Diablo, in order to get those games out on time. So those people was going to get let go regardless. Even if Activision, even if the ABK deal didn't happen, Bobby Kotick would have got rid of them anyway. So that's a lot of things that people don't want to. And I'm not trying to defend Microsoft. Look, they're a $3 billion company. They could have kept those people. They got the money.
3 trillion.
3 trillion. I'm sorry, I said billion. Trillion. Let me get that right. I don't. Billion is the pinky. I don't even know what to do with $1 trillion. Hell, can I get like 0.1% of that? Like, can I get
a Mega be like, I'm gonna retire right now. I'm done. I don't need no more.
Yeah, let me get a little bit of that change. Anyway, so that's a lot of things that you got to put in perspective as well. So it's a corporation, it's business. I like Ham was saying, it goes both ways. Microsoft is not your friend. You know what I'm saying? I love Xbox. Xbox is my favorite platform, but it's a business and they want my money. If my black ass don't give them the money that they want, they're going to exclude me just like they exclude Mikey Barrow. They're going to send me to the door. We ain't sending you free this. We ain't giving you a deal, a promotion. We ain't going to let you, we ain't going to even let, like when I helped out a couple of people, you know what I'm saying, to send them to Aaron Greenberg and to some other people, they ain't going to even listen to me no more. So listen, you know what I'm saying? I got to sit there and pay to play. So let's just keep that real. It's a corporation, man.
King Trash? You hear that, King Trash? Oh, Thrash.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say trash.
Oh, man. Stop worrying about that man. Don't let that man stay on your mind like that. Hell, I forgot about him when he left. Why are you bringing him up? Who is that again?
Because I'm evil like that.
Oh, my God. Anyway, before we get out of here, I do briefly want to talk about Palworld. You know what I'm saying? Me and him was about to make a whole podcast about it. Yeah, of course. Because
I'll join you for that because I like that.
This is what's important. Hold on, let me get my bat. Let me get my bat right here. Let's get it. Let me get my bat. My question is and I should have changed this for the title for GRG because I said, you know, that Palworld got Nintendo shook, but really I should have said, and I might change it, that Palworld has the industry shook. Because it was something that, because this is a problem for the ideology of what gaming media and what like PlayStation, and I mean, I just think overall, just the industry, they try to sell you on this point that big budget title games is the only big ticket in the game. And then you got this indie game that is not done yet. It's bare bones to some degree, but really low budget, but it's
great structure.
But it's captivated gamers to the level of that people are asking, is this game going to overtake the one game that has not been even close to being dethroned, and that is PUBG, with concurrent gamers.
Players,
So let me. This is just an open discussion, so we can go ahead and get on out of here. So everybody jump in, respect one another. But I feel that this game is putting the industry on notice, is letting people know. Listen, we love our big budget games. We like those big cinematic showpieces, but man, we need to get back to the fundamentals where gameplay is king. You guys' thoughts?
That's interesting. We already saw that with Elden Ring. We already saw that with Baldur's Gate. Now we're seeing it with Palworld. The bubble is going to burst. That's all I can say. It's going.
Have you played it yet, Viper?
Of course, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's different, and it's like Ark because oh my God, I'm having some trouble with it. But I'm still trying to work through it. But I see a lot of Ark in it, and I was not too much of a fan of Ark, but I'm trying to give this a chance. And I mean, this is what true innovation is all about. You took elements from other games and you said, let's do a mashup. Let's try to combine elements of this game, and let's try to make something fun. And I don't see people taking too many chances like that. I mean, if you are going to create something that is supposed to be fun, if you're going to create something that people are going to gravitate to, then you've got to take a chance. And sometimes it doesn't work out, but then when it does work out, you see something like Palworld. You see something like Baldur's Gate 3, where you don't have microtransactions, where you're saying this game is done. We don't need to do any type of extra adding on to this game and blah, blah, blah. You see things like Elden Ring. The fact is, if people are going to, continue thinking about this third person over the shoulder, sad dad simulator.
Did this man say sad dad? Disrespect.
He did.
Yeah, I did. Yes. I mean, if that's what you want for this industry, then this industry will fall to pieces and we will no longer have video games if that's the way that they want it to go. So I think that the more that we have people with these ideas to reinvigorate the industry, try to innovate on the fun factor, I think this is well needed, and I think it's well deserved that they're getting the accolades that they're getting. I mean, I'm actually in the process of buying this game. I mean, I don't know. I'm still holding out for a little bit, but I got to give this game a little bit more time. And I'm glad that it's early access and in Game Pass because I get to try it out. And if I really do get deep into this game, I'm going to purchase it. The same way that K Mega threw me onto Persona. What did I do? I bought 3, 4, and 5. I'm not buying Tactica. That ain't me. But I'm gonna do Persona 3 Reload because I like the games. Because K Mega put me onto them. The same with Palworld. The game has a level of interest that has something that's sparking my interest, and so yes, I'm gonna drop the $30 to get it. So the fact is, this is what the industry needs to do. They need to innovate and do something new and much more daring, and stop going with the sad old tropes that they've got going on right now. That's so-called winning Game of the Year awards. Who gives a shit? It's now time to do what is right and wow us again. Make it feel like this is the reason why we got this system. This is the reason why you're in gaming. Make us feel that.
That's a great point. All right. Anybody else?
I
Game
just got
of the
raided,
generation.
so I was stressing. But
Well, you still playing? Well, you still playing?
Man. Okay. All right. So we got it because I know we need to get out of here. So I will just say this. Let me read this chat, and then there was a super chat there. Some special super chats, and it's a reminder. It's something that I need to do. I just don't do it enough. But thank you, Angel Azell. He said, I just joined the GRG Discord. I do have a GRG Discord. Please join it. It is there. It is for you. I even have spaces to where anybody can come in there and jump into the Hangouts, talk amongst yourselves. If you even want to go and stream, if you don't have a place to where you want to stream, I got a place open to where you can stream. And you can use that with free of charge without I ain't charging you nothing. I want to support your habits, and I want you guys to, if you want to go to a safe place to communicate with one another, the GRG Discord is for you to post whatever you want. I even have to where if you want to post your favorite music, just go in and check it out. I got a lot of shit in there. I really do. So go ahead and do that. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go
I was
ahead.
gonna get my point on Palworld.
Okay. But yeah, let me go ahead and finish reading it. He said, I just joined the GRG Discord, made a fresh account a few months ago. It is interesting app. Been adding my old friends on it. I don't post too much, instantly flying in the background. No problem, brother. Really do appreciate it. But man, let me go to this one. This is special, man. You know what I'm saying? We should be giving you a super chat for this. You know what I'm saying? You old bastard. Anyway, let's give a big shout out to Abacab72. This man says, hey guys, I just leveled up earlier this week at 52. I'm also shooting for the million. Got over 806K gamer score now and climbing. You know what? I don't normally care about the trophies and achievements and shit. I really don't. But I have found myself getting frustrated here lately because I'm playing the shit out of games, but I'm not getting those scores because you know what the problem is? The games I play. I play games that don't give me, like, I played so much. If you see how much time I put into Call of Duty here since this new Call of Duty came here, but see, that game doesn't give you like achievements like that. You got to damn near give up your life. You got to give up a kid or something to get 1,000 achievement points on Call of Duty.
You in Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Right. So I was like, man, what am I shit ain't really blowing up, man? This many hours since I've been playing in these games. But regardless, no, the truth of the matter is that, man, that is amazing. Congrats to you. Happy birthday, brother. You know what I'm saying? Really do appreciate you coming by saying what's up, man. I know that we don't see eye to eye on some of the gaming discussions that we have, but man, always welcome. Much love to you, man. It is fantastic to see you get to. I want to get to 52, and one of these days, you know what I'm saying. So I got about 20 years. You know what I'm saying? No, I got about 4 years ago. But you know what I'm saying, man? Congratulations to you, Abacab. I really am thankful for that, man. Thankful for you to go and do your thing and hope good health. And then my girl, Curie. You know what I'm saying? Curie Cosmos, let's go. And also check out her channel. She's always posting stuff. She is. And she also posts a lot of nasty stuff too. I'll be seeing what you're doing over there with that anime. Don't worry about it, girl. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? I sit there and see some,
it too. It'd be messed up.
I be seeing some of that stuff. I say, oh, Lord have mercy. I'm getting a little excited. Let me go ahead and touch my wife. I don't need to be looking at this anime stuff. Anyway, but shout out to you, Curie. You know what I'm saying? But anybody else got anything to say about Palworld? You ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Go ahead.
Me.
All
right. For one, the industry. Okay. Happy 1 week anniversary to Palworld.
Okay.
1 full week. Now, what's it gonna be next week? It's gonna be nasty, dude. I was saying that if you think about concurrent players everywhere, they might be at 20 million when you include Xbox and Xbox Game Pass, along with the Steam numbers. The reason why the industry is pissed off at Palworld, that a $30 preview game has smoked everything that has been put out for the last few generations. No matter what they can say, that is a phenomenal feat. Now, will this be game of the generation? That's yet to be seen.
Right.
It has the potential.
It's up there with a list. Okay, so what's your list of game of the generation? I know you was listening to us talking about that on Bullsitting with Loke and Ham, but
right, I was putting it out there.
Yeah, but what
I don't.
What games
I'm not
you think?
sure. I'm not sure yet. I'm still skeptical. For me, I am even gonna say Starfield.
Okay.
Because Starfield got me to play when I wasn't even in the mood to play video games. I was going through so much stuff. But I put it in it like y'all hours, but it got me to get up and do something. And very few games do that for me, except for, the mighty TR,
Right.
But I'm thinking Palworld has something. It's like a chemistry this game has, dude. It's like it's mixed with so many different things that, like you say, every generation, like PUBG changed the game, even though they took stuff from somebody else to create what they created. Then Fortnite took stuff from somebody else, including their own innovation within the original Fortnite that took over the world. So this game is taking every game that takes different aspects to become the game of a generation always has taken things from other games and genres and made it better or improved upon it. And I think that's what this game did. So I even find myself getting really into it. Don't freak. I made another character and I changed some parameters of the game. But I caught 3 creatures. And I was trying to figure out, how do I catch these things? And they avoid me when I throw it at them. I'm like, stop. I had you lined up at 64% capture, and you moved. You made me waste the ball. So the things that this game does, and I don't play Ark, I'm sorry. I tried it. It just wasn't for me. When I come out of the thing naked, out of water, no, that wasn't me, bro.
Naked and afraid, bro.
I know, right? But this game has something cooking. And if they can keep improving on it, and it comes out of preview, this game could be the largest game in history at the way it's going right now, dude. And at a $30 price, who the heck can top that? And they made the perfect games as a service game out of this. You only charge $30. Some places you can get it for what? $9, $10? Perfect game as a service. Low cost, but high probability for more profit. And nobody's ever going to complain about that. You can't make a games as a service and charge people full price for a game and then want to deduct more money out of them. That's how Fortnite got so big. It was low cost, it was free, but they made money off the transactions. Now, I don't think Palworld will charge that much. I think they'll have new lands, new islands and things like that added on. You know, new animals, new creatures and things like that. But they're working with the modded community on the game while it's in preview to see what they like that they create. That's more innovation for the game. So with that type of innovation in the game, and they're taking what's good and what's bad, just like they do with Elder Scrolls Online, this game could be huger than anything we've ever seen, dude. And that what determines the game of a generation. Because this generation isn't over yet. We got about maybe 2-3 more years until we see new generations of consoles. PC will always stay the same except for your graphical updates. But as far as for console, this could be larger than anything you've ever seen, man. And like we said, that determines game of a generation. Like K-Mega, his game of a generation, of the past generation, was The Witcher. Don't you say The Witcher! But that was his game. That was K-Mega's game of a generation. And everyone has it. And I didn't think I was going to like this game. I was like, well, I knew I was going to like because when I saw it at the E3, the Game Awards showing that What's-His-Face had last year, and they showed, I'm like, ooh, that looks cool. I like that. Ooh, a giant Pikachu with a machine gun? I'm like, hell yeah. I was like, hell yeah.
Watch out now. Nintendo's listening. Don't do that.
They don't listen to you, dude.
Oh,
But,
Nintendo's right.
I'm just joking, man. But this game is on a level I've never seen. And if Ham is playing it as intense as he is playing this damn game, got his house burnt down, and he had to change it to brick, and the roof still burned down, and he went back and rebuilt another one, it's over. This game could be life for some people, man.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping they have all the accolades that they get. And I hope they include this game in the Game Awards for next year. I know it's only preview, and it won't be out of it, but it needs to be thrown for the running because it's a paid game.
It will be a game. I don't think it will be until
because it's not.
Because it's still private. Yeah, it's not going to be.
It's going to say it's nefarious.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Right. Until it comes on PlayStation, and that's when they'll put it in games. Continue with games.
That's when it'll be God tier, right? It'll be God tier.
Yeah, that's when it'll get nominated. It won't be nominated for that because then they got to say PC and Xbox.
It's got to say PS5.
Yeah, right. All right, guys, that's great. I mean, for me, like I said, I'm gonna run me some Tekken, and then I'm gonna get on some Palworld tonight. So I'm looking forward to it.
Take my ass to bed. Man.
Yeah, you better.
So shout out. Put the goddamn controller down now, Ham.
So no, he's not going to do that. So shout out to my daughter. I know that y'all can't see this, but my daughter made this for me. You know what I'm saying? She made a strawberry shortcake that looked fantastic for my wife. You know, I had to give her hell about how she did my RAM. I'm not pleased with it, but I am happy with everything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, if you're going to do it right, heifer. But, you know what I'm saying? But I am happy for that. And no, my daughter's not like 10 or 15. She's an adult. So I had to give her some smoke. And then she was just like,
you'll survive.
I will survive. But no, it's not bad. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? I love it though. Man, this is a great show. I'm excited about it. Good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was going to going through and seeing if anything. And again, the GRG Discord, come on through. It's G.R.G Discord. That's it. I mean, podcast, and it's right there. You can get it. I do think I have the link in the description. If you go through and look at the channel, you know what I'm saying? And just like when you can just find everybody else, you could definitely find it. So, you know, or going through the community tab or whatever, you could definitely see it there.
Oh, it's on Twitter too. Your link for the Discord, it's on Twitter.
Yeah, and my link is there as well. So come and join it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm if I see people in there, I'm not gonna bother y'all. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'll see y'all and I hear all them damn doo 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 doo. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna cut y'all off. Y'all being too y'all annoying the hell out of me. Anyway, but no, other than that, yeah, come on through. And so my main man Yobi says I'm working with the modding community. Where did you hear that from? It's interesting. I don't know what part is he talking. He must be talking to somebody else about that. But yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
No, on Steam, the modding community on Steam.
Oh yeah, go in there into the modding community. I forgot once a site that I always go through the modding stuff. That's where I got the Skyrim, the Skyrim mod, which is like 400 gigs, but it is dope.
The London town one.
No,
the London one.
No. It's. I'll probably send it to Yobi here a little bit later or whatever. If I'm not, maybe later on this weekend. I know I'll see him when I'm doing fight night. Whatever. So anyway, let's go ahead and do our sign out. Tam Solo, where can they find you at, brother?
Yeah, you can find me taking a nap.
Sleep.
Not sleep. He said nap.
Nexus, thank you. That's right. Nexus mods. You're absolutely right. That's where I usually go, is Nexus. And then I go to a couple of back channels I might have to tell you about, Yobi. But anyway, go ahead. Some nasty places.
I'm currently cooked right now. I'm well done. I'm about to take my ass to bed. Today was my wife's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
Didn't really get a whole lot of time to kick it with her, but tomorrow I told her I was gonna, take her out and damn thing. So I'm gonna take my ass to sleep right after we get off of this podcast, so I don't end up waking up at no noon or 1 o'clock.
Right. You better get you 8 hours, bro.
Yeah, I ain't even trying to hear it from the wife. The wife would be like,
"No,
and you ruined my whole motherfucking day." So
right, yeah, you don't want to hear that.
Oh, that's steak dinner time, bro. That's steak dinner time.
You gotta give her time, bro. You gotta give her that time. I sit there and I did get reminded at Christmas, but because I was staying with my mom the whole time, and then and she wasn't tripping out or nothing like that. But then she was just like, "Remember, you said you was gonna give me something," so I had to buy her some Jordans. I didn't have to, but I bought her some J's. And so now she's all giddy and happy about it. So I can now, because then I also told her that Tekken was coming out. And so she said, well, are we going to be, are we still going to be married? I said, we'll still be married, but we just ain't going to be around each other. So you know what it is. And then that's when I bought her the Jordans. She was like, oh, I can take that. I can live with that. So yeah, so she already knows what's happening. So,
yeah, but TSWS Gaming, that's where you can find me on my channel. And HamSolo05 Gaming on Twitter. Other than that, your boy's cooked. I'm out.
All right, that's great. All right, Viper, where can they find you at, brother?
Yeah, they can find me on the Xbox at RG Viper X, on PC of the same name, and yeah, today I was like passed out after I got off of work, and then I woke up at 8:35, and I'm like, uh-oh. So that's why I jumped in late. But yeah, I was dead tired, and I'm still tired right now. I'm gonna go right back to sleep after this.
And you can find that man snapping that spandex with a roll of Bounty.
Oh my God.
I thought you was going, what the fuck?
The wiper. Anyway. All right.
He's like, hey, my whole base got wiped. And it's like, wait a second. Your base is still put together. He's like, that's not what I'm talking about.
Put that glove
you just couldn't help yourself, could you? You just had to leave Viper with a hit, didn't you?
He put that damn glove on, and then he's wrapping that paper around them fingers.
Hey, Viper, sound like you might have to get a shop vac, dude.
No. See, the thing is, I wait there and I let y'all do what y'all want to do. Because remember, in the end, I'm the one that's gonna be cooking. So
he said, "Wham, bam! I'm about to hit you with the sham."
Oh my goodness!
Wow! All right, man. I can't believe I just thought about the sham. Wow! Remember that commercial?
come on, Sir X, man. Get your sign outs out of here so we can get the hell out of here. We got things to do. I
see y'all next week. Bye.
You see my cup is low. I got to put more of this good juice in here so I can get ready to get down and do some fighting.
I ain't even looking at you no more, dude. I stopped the YouTube stream. I'm not looking at you no more. I'm just looking at the Discord. You've been spinning the whole time for me, so I didn't refresh it or nothing.
All right. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. You know what this is. You know what I'm saying? It's a little chilly, but it's all right. You can get out there. The roads is good out here in Oklahoma. Good. Roads is good out most places. You know what I'm saying? Get out there. You still got time to go find some strange, not for no change. You know what I'm saying? You guys need to get your mouthpiece together. Get it right. You know what I'm saying? Go get it.
Unless you got a Tesla that won't start because of the cold.
Bro, see, all this technology, boy, it's gonna bite them in the ass, man. Let me go ahead and have something that got a real carburetor and put a little fuel in and get it going. Anyway, so, but y'all know, again, you know what I'm saying? Just like my homeboy DJ Berto Das, that man's out there doing the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? We know he's out there doing that pants off, dance off. So for y'all guys, I gotta live through y'all. I'm a married man. I am married, but I probably will just be separated because Tekken 8 is out. You know what I'm saying? That's my true love. Anyway, everybody knows it. So there. My wife go across my head.
You stupid.
Anyway, y'all have a good night, man. Do the damn thing, man. Enjoy y'all's weekend. It's going to be great. I did promise that I was going to be doing Fight Night Sunday, Thursday, but like I said, my daughter came through and then she didn't want to leave. And so it is all good. It was great seeing my daughter. She's going to college for criminal justice, and she just wanted to talk about that. She's talking to some nasty-ass, greasy dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, let me go find this dude. Let me go see let me investigate on him. So I said, dude, he got a job. She said he works at FedEx, and you know what I'm saying? He got his own crib and shit like that. So I said, you up in his crib? She said, yeah. We sit there, we hang out. I said, what you mean hang out? I said, I know you got your ass home by 8:30. She said, what are you talking about? I said, what?
Netflix.
I said,
Netflix and chill,
right? then I sit there and I said, there better not been no things happening. She started grinning. What you talking about things? I said, you know what I'm talking about, motherfucker. And she said, oh, no, that ain't happened in a while. I'm like, what? So anyway, she's a grown woman. I can't trip out on her, but it seems like this dude's a decent guy. But you know, we were just talking about that. But yeah, you know, shout out to
hey,
my
Megan. Next time, don't ask if you don't want to know, bro.
I set it up, and my daughter is me completely. She will throw the shade at me just as much as I throw it at her. So, but you know, but thank you, baby girl. But anyway, everybody have a good night. Thank you. God bless y'all, man. Thank y'all for last week, man. I still can't thank y'all enough for the 300th episode and all the support that y'all gave me, man. And so, let's go. We out of here.
Peace.
Hey, thanks for checking out the GRG podcast. All your gaming news and our special topic of the week. Make sure to join us every Friday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 p.m. Central, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. This was the GRG podcast.